And we are live on YouTube. How is it going, everybody? How are you guys doing today? It's the best day of the week, Saturday. Oh, I just realized the music. Gotta turn that down a little bit. All right, that should be good. There we go. What is up, Mr. Melon? We got Oni, Mitt. Hello. We got Alexandra. We got Sluggish, Lewis, Sarav, I think Saurav, I believe. Mumu, what is up? James, Lewis, Alev, Sinks, Jinx, what is up? How's it going? What is up? Here, you know what? Let me go ahead and switch over so you can see me. Hello, how's it going? What is up? We got Ada, Oni, we got Giandri, I think, Semi, Vader, PJ, how you doing? Yo, ZMT, thank you for the tier 1, dude. I appreciate it. We got Chick-fil-A, what is good? How are you guys doing today? Give me a number 1 through 10, how your day's going so far. What is up, Flipfish? How are you doing, Teddy? Suryan, welcome. Toast, welcome. We got JC6, Void. We have lots of 10s, 6 because you're bored. Well, hopefully, Dolphin, this stream makes your day a little better. We're kind of gonna do some Q&A today. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be chill. We got Mr. Avocado. Thank you for the tier 1 on Twitch, dude. I appreciate that. You're watching Interstellar tonight. Have fun with that, Chick-fil-A. That's gonna be cool. All right, let me go ahead and hop in. I'll show you guys what's happening. So it is very laggy because everything's loading. I'm gonna go here and switch off Bobby. Bobby's like a render distance mod and it's causing a bit of lag. I believe that should be good. Okay. So since the last stream, if you remember, I believe it was 3 streams, we've been preparing this area, this land, where we're going to be building Atlantis. It is going to be a sick build. And as you can see, we kind of have the outline set up so far. And the last couple streams have been clearing these islands that have been here. So what we're doing today is we're going to be doing some Q&A and we're going to be clearing this island. It is going to be awesome. The last one, if you guys remember last stream we did, there was a whole bunch of land here still. We were exploding everything. I spent a couple of hours clearing it away, clearing the walls, adding some grass back. And it's not perfect because you can see it's definitely still a little darker here from the biome changing the water color, but it's okay. It's going to work. It's fine. So anyways, we're going to be beginning on clearing this. This might be a multi-day project, mining this away. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But we're just going to get started with it. So if you've got questions, let's get going. We're going to start replay recording and we're just going to get mining. It's going to be hype. How is it going? Hee welcome. What is up? Ryan's channel. How are you doing today? Second, how are you doing? Guys, we have so many regular people here. It's so awesome. I love the community we're building here with streaming regularly. It's so fun. So fun. So anyways, as you can see, I've already gone through a whole pickaxe. And in fact, for this whole mining project, I have made 27 new pickaxes. Whoa! Hold on a second. Minecraft biker, bro. Dude. You're crazy, man. Thank you for the 25, bro. That's insane. Saturday morning fun. Let's go. Dude, it's going to be hype today. It is going to be hype. Thank you so much, man. That is incredibly generous of you. I really appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Arctic Snow Cone? How you doing? How you doing? Joe, I don't know what that... Oh, I see. Okay, Joe. Okay. Joe says, drop the gym routine. Okay, I got you. So, it's a lot. It is a lot. For legs, what I typically do is I try to hit about 10 calf raises a day. That's typically my my leg routine. And then I actually do this extra workout. It's called sit-ups. But it's not like the crunch sit-ups. What you do is you're in a chair and you stand up and then you sit down, and that's a sit-up. That's a whole rep there. So typically I try to do about 5 to 10 sit-ups a day. You know, you can generally multitask when you're getting up from playing Minecraft to go to the restroom. You know, that's one sit-up. And you know, you try to do that 10 times a day. So that's my entire gym routine, actually, if you can believe it. It's quite complex, I know. It's Sarah, thanks for the 2. What is up? 1 second, Sarah, I'll read the rest of that. I should preface this that I'm joking. I will say, biggest thing you can do for gym is start climbing. Climbing is so good for gym. If you've ever met a climber, they're so strong. And my favorite thing with climbing is that you're working out, but you don't even feel like it. It's genuinely so fun. Like, you're like using your brain trying to figure out how to do these climbs. It's a puzzle, and you're getting like the best workout of your life. So that, Joe, that's actually all I do, as well as a little bit of running. Sarah, as for a collab, I'm not sure. It kind of would depend on what it would be. The thing is, there are a lot of projects that I'm currently working on with like the channel and stuff, so I don't know how that would work timing wise, but you could always, if you're in the Discord, you could always talk further about that, see how it goes. What's up, the Firemaster? Welcome, dude. How you doing? Ooh. Okay. There are a lot of questions I don't know how to answer. But Minecraft Biker, dude, thank you for the 5 gifties, man. That's crazy. Who got it? It was It's Finny, Troll Runkin, Lewis, Roberto, and Water Reup, I think. Congratulations to those guys. Okay, what was my first job? That's a good question. So, I worked at Starbucks for a couple of months. That was my first ever job. Got it when I was 16. So kind of as soon as, I believe you have to be 16 to work most jobs in the US. So I was just like ready to go. It was fun. My favorite part about working at Starbucks was making the Frappuccinos, which was funny because nobody liked that, given they always took the most time and they were complex, but something about just making the perfect Frappuccino was always so fun. So that was my first job, and then kind of during that time is when I posted the first ever video. And at the time I didn't really want to do YouTube. Like, I just posted a video for fun. Like, that's how it started. And then, you know, we posted the first video, it started to do well, and people were like, yo, you should keep doing it. So then I think the next video was like 5,100 days in Minecraft, and I kind of just kept going and changing, and that's kind of how it went, to answer your question. Okay, let's see. Want to talk about the last guy we raided? Okay, so I should say yeah, things kind of went downhill. It was, for anybody wondering, we raided a guy last time on Twitch. It was comedic how bad it went. So I really like to keep this community like family friendly. Let's just say that. And sort of what happened is, you know, no hate to people who want to have like an older audience, don't care about family friendly. That's not what I'm saying. But we raided somebody who was not that, and it was surprising. Let's just say that. So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. It was an accident, but the guy and I, we actually talked it through afterwards, and we're chill. My mistake, honestly. Do apologize about that. Yo, what's up, Spoody? How you doing? Slice Dice, welcome. Love your vids, and you finally get to catch a stream. Nice to see you here, man. How you doing? I know, Kai. It was like so comedically bad. It was so insane how it went downhill, because I rated the guy and he was like hardcore Minecraft. I'm like, oh, let's go. This guy, let's make his day. and it just went downhill. So that's all I'll say. It was honestly, like, I want to look on the bright side of it. It was kind of funny. Where's Murph at? Riker? I have to show you where Murph is. Wait, wrong one. I think it's view 3. Yes, there's the Murph. There's the Murph. She's in croissant mode. Murph. She's just chilling. Yo, serious question. Do you like jazz? Yes. Yes, I do. I do like jazz. Now, the serious question is, do you like jazz? You know what, guys? We should crank the volume of this up. Oh my gosh, that's so satisfying. So anyways, I should probably, like, say what we got going on. So as you can see, we got this whole island here, and I actually spent a couple hours clearing all the sand and dirt off of it just because that was going to slow us down. And as you can see, we have already made a good sized chunk into this island. I think we can definitely get through like this whole section of the mountain, flatten it down to sea level, and probably get through like another half of the remaining stuff today. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's honestly, like, I know we could use TNT for this kind of thing, but it is so satisfying hand mining it. It's not that much. I think we calculated it. It's about 250,000 blocks, if I'm not mistaken, which I know sounds like a lot, but we can definitely do that in, like, I'd like to say, it's probably about 5 hours of mining. I think. Maybe a little longer than that. I think the most you can do is 40,000 blocks an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's, you know, I heard an interesting thing, Void. I know you were joking about using TNT, but I actually, even if TNT was quicker, I heard an interesting strategy with a lot of these, like, tedious tasks, is that you don't want to do something that is mentally draining. Using TNT, trying to plan that out is mentally taxing. It requires a lot of brain power to stay alive, figure out where to place the TNT, that sort of thing. It might be quicker, but at the end of the day, if I can stay focused longer just by doing something mindless like this, just chatting with you guys, I honestly think that will overall make this whole bit less painful to work on, if you get me. Favorite mob in the game, Riker? I think it's gotta be the Wither skeleton. I like it because I'm a big fan of the game Terraria, and it is pretty much the only mob in the game that has a rare drop. Similar to Terraria, there are a lot of like mobs you have to farm and stuff that give you good drops to like unlock new loot, that sort of thing. And I love the concept of a mob that does that, and I think it's the only mob that does that in Minecraft. And then also you unlock the Wither, you get beacons. It's kind of like a good endgame mob, honestly. Okay, pickaxe is getting close. If I don't notice the pickaxe, can you guys please scream at me whenever it gets low? I think I'll be able to notice. There we go. As soon as they get down to 0 bars, I like to swap out. Absolutely true. Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking to somebody. Oh, okay. You're talking to somebody else about Murph. Yes, sir. Favorite boss mob? Ooh. I think it's also got to be the Wither. I think so, just because you get beacons and stuff. I mean, beacons are so helpful. As soon as you can insta-mine, that's when the big projects really come about. Hey, what's up, Matt? Of course I remember you, dude. Welcome, dude. It's nice to see you back. You're such an OG. I feel like if you are like an OG like you are, Matt, I'll remember you. Even with there being a lot of people. Welcome back, man. Nice to see you. So, what is something fun you guys have done today or are going to do today? I'm going to like a wedding type thing later tonight, which is going to be exciting. After stream, so it's gonna be fun. I think the last time I've been to like an unofficial wedding was like 10 years ago, so it's gonna be It's gonna be interesting. How old am I? Luke, I am 20. You're building Legos right now? Oh, Alex, that sounds so fun. You know, a Lego set I've always wanted to do is the Lego Millennium Falcon. The large one, though. The problem is, it's like an $800 set. And it's so rare. I think they stopped printing it. Is that the word, printing it, producing it? I don't know. And it's huge. I don't even know where it would go, too. It's like a 3 feet wide, 3 foot by 3 foot Lego set. So it's huge once you finish it. It would be so fun to work on someday. When am I gonna do the new skin? You know, okay, so competition closed. It closes today. So what I will have to do once it officially closes at midnight tonight is spend a little bit going through all the skins, kind of just finding which ones are cool. And I was thinking about this. I don't know if necessarily what I'm going to do is just pick one skin, make that my main one. For anybody wondering what's happening, I'm thinking about changing up my Minecraft skin just because I made it when I was 12 and I feel like it's time. I don't know. I kind of just want to swap things up. But I think what I'm going to do is not necessarily change it all the way. I'll probably take parts from like whichever skin wins. Like if there's like a really cool shirt design, or maybe customize it a little bit. But we'll still of course give credit to whoever like design we end up using. I don't know. I just feel like then I can make something that's gonna be really cool. We'll see how it goes. What's up, Kai? Can I explain the upload schedule? Yes. So, typically there is no upload schedule. I will say with streams, I'm trying to go every Wednesday and Saturday. For videos, it's kind of just whenever a video's done. The next one is probably going to be a world tour. We are at 15,924 days in the world. So, I believe the idea is going to be that once we hit 16K days, gonna be doing a world tour, which I'm very excited for. It's gonna be a full comprehensive tour showing off the insides of every single build, like the little houses that spawn, whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna be cool. I'm stoked for that. So that's gonna be the next one, and then after that should be Blazing Caves, the final part, which is gonna be sweet. The final Blazing Caves video. Yo, Sarah, thanks for the 2. Your dog just walked in. His name is Oscar. What kind of dog? That's cool. We have a, Boston Terrier. His name is Wilbur. The dogs that I've had, and oh my gosh. That was a bad voice crack. The dogs I've had in my life, we had a boxer at one point, and we had a one-eyed Boston Terrier. He literally had one eye. I don't even remember how he got it. I think it was from a cat when he was like really young. What was his name? Griffin, I think. Yeah, something like that. So we had a one-eyed Boston Terrier, and we have a dog named Wilbur right now, who's also a Boston Terrier. Yo, what is up, Yusef? Welcome, dude. You just killed the dragon, are looking for Elytra 37 days in. Yo, good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Be careful with the void. I mean, obviously you know that, but dude, the void is always terrifying as soon as you kill the dragon or looking for it. I love the seeds where you just get lucky and you have an end chip right there, because once you get that Elytra, the void is no problem. You gotta be careful though. Good luck with that. That's pretty quick too, I'd say. 37 days. If it's like a forever world as well or something. Wilbur is a good name. It's actually not named after like Wilbur Soot. What are the Charlotte's Web Wilbur? Wilbur is named after William Wilberforce, who's like a historical figure. Favorite number? Ooh. I don't know. I've always liked 56 for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my gosh, Sarah, that's a rip. That is That is no bueno. What do I think about the... you said ghost. Do you mean Ghast? The Happy Ghast? I don't know. If you're talking about the Happy Ghast, I think the Happy Ghast update is cool. It's a bit random, is what I've always said, but I think it's going to be very useful with builds like building the underside of, you know, floating islands, for example. Stuff like that, I think it's going to be pretty helpful. Am I ever going to stream other games than Minecraft? Well, thank you, Minecraft YouTuber, for the 40 rupees. The plan is, yes, to do that. I have a couple of games in mind. I want to do Subnautica before the new one comes out. You know, GD is always a fun one. Geometry Dash. I don't know how we do it. I definitely have to figure it out, but I do have plans for some other games. I'm also just locked in on the hardcore world, you know? It is fun. I really want to see this world get to, like, I think 25,000 days is going to be a sick milestone, and we're not even far off. Like, it is going to be so hyped, because that is a quarter way to the journey. I want to get to 100,000 someday. Videos with Brock canceled. Yeah, we did end up putting a pause on that series. I'm still going to be finishing up Blazing Caves on the hardcore world. I actually did beat it. As you can see, we got all the achievements here. But I am just in the stage of editing that video. It's like, I wrote the script for it, and it was like 47,000 words, the script. So it was, holy cow, this Dolphin's Grace is insane. The video is like a little over 4 hours at the moment. It's a big video, so that's just where I am with editing that. Working on it pretty much every day. Yo, Sarah, you should go check on Oscar. You should, Sarah. Dang. What's the day number, Egg? It is 10,000. Oh, wait, no, I was looking at the coordinates. 15,924 we are on. What is up, Roberto? Hello. I'm trying to read both chats. This is tricky. I feel like there are a lot of questions today. Maybe just given the nature of a Q&A stream. Yo, Jack. Thank you for the 50 check. I forget the last word in the currency name. It's check something. I appreciate it, man. Hello, Wunba. Love your content. It motivated me to start a new hardcore world, but you procrastinate a lot or feel burnt out. Do you have any tips to avoid it? Yes, that is a good question. So, tips to avoid burnout in a world. I would say the biggest thing is whenever you get burnt out with a project, I would just put a little pause on it and work on a different project. Because what you don't want to do is, like, force yourself to do something that you're not having fun with anymore. So, yeah, typically whenever I get bored with, like, a project, I'll just pause it, work on something else. Now, the challenging thing is picking it up afterwards, which is something I got to get better at. But I would say that's a big thing. Another big one for just longevity is being able to have a list of, like, things you want to do in your world. So that you don't just pause and you're like, oh, well, now what do I do? Like, having a big list, like, of farms you need to build. If you need to build a mob switch or you need to, like, break bedrock, I would just have a list on your phone or Google Doc somewhere. Just write it down that says everything you want to do so that you're not, there's no, like, downtime where you paused, just like, what do I do? Sarah, I'm 99% sure you're joking. I appreciate the continued support, Sarah. Why not put something... Oh, wait. Why not put something to collect the items? Yeah, that's something I'm going to be doing at some point in the world. It's putting all the items. We actually collected all the items. I'm going to be putting them inside of the black hole at some point. But that's just like a quick stream project. It's not even going to be for a video, so I don't know. We'll do that at some point. It'll take a couple of hours. But yes, one thing I gotta do is every time a new update comes out, make sure to collect all the old, or the new items. because we have like 1,700 items collected at the moment. I'm gonna have to get all the new ones as they do come out. By the way, we got this whole chunk flattened down to sea level, so we're good. Now we just need to, I think what I'm gonna do, start cutting this chunk over and just bringing it down. It's super mindless, so I hope this is okay. I'm not really explaining what I'm doing. But yes, when is Naked and Afraid Season 2? Henry, I have good news. I have almost finished editing episode 1. And I can't say how many episodes I survived for. But I'm gonna maybe one episode is all I'm gonna be editing. I don't know. I can't really say. But it is gonna be coming out, if I had to guess, within the next month. Yo, I appreciate that, a Minecraft YouTuber. Thank you, man. Okay, I'm gonna try to read like 3 from YouTube, 3 from Twitch. So, can I explain the project I'm on now, Dizzy? Yes. So, we are building Atlantis. It is going to be so sick. Basically, it's this cool, like, clock ring-shaped base. We just have the outline, and what I'm doing at the moment is flattening these islands, just so that when we build the base, it's in the middle of ocean. We don't have any ugly land next to it. So as you can see, if I go in free cam, this is just ugly. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear all the stone away. Then we're going to cover it in sand, and we're going to put, like, kelp and seagrass on top of it. And ideally, that's going to make it all look good. We're basically pretending that this island never existed. It was a mushroom island, and we do not want it. Oh, you're seeing the cat emojis on Twitch. Yes. It was Kai that made them. I know there was somebody else who made the emojis. I apologize. I need to know this. But some of the moderators made them, and they did a great job at the emojis. Do I have any Minecraft fantasy idea builds? Ooh. You know, I've always wanted to do some sort of floating sky island. If you're looking for a cool build, if you have a beefy computer, you could try getting this data pack that increases the world height. It increases it to, I believe, 1,000 blocks. And I've always thought it would be so cool to make some sort of, like, fantasy castle build floating, like, 500 blocks up in the sky. That would be so sick. So if you're looking for a cool build, you should do that. You should do something like that. When do I expect to reach 2 million subs? I do not know, Gal, but it would be sick to reach it this year. I honestly think a couple of banger videos drop, and we can do it. I think that's all that it's going to take. So it would be cool to reach it this year. If not this year, most definitely next year. Which is so cool. I feel like we just hit 1 million. Even though it was a little over a year ago. It's so crazy to see the channel grow. Was I homeschooled? I was, yes. From the 4th grade onwards, I got homeschooled. And then for my, what was it, year 11 and 12 in high school, ended up doing, like, some online college classes. So that was, like, the most non-homeschooled thing I did at that point. Definitely a different experience. I don't regret it. I honestly, there were definitely some benefits as well as drawbacks. Like, benefits are more time, just because the whole idea of homeschool is you're not waiting on the entire class, so you can finish your work at your own pace. That's kind of the nice thing behind it. The downside is definitely, like, less social interactions, which, especially during COVID, is, like, that was a big downside. But as long as you have, like, the right friend groups, you know, like, we had a big group at church, so that was, like, a big part of it. By the way, this is about to break. Let's keep an eye on that. But yes, I was homeschooled. Thank you for reminding me about the pickaxe. Imagine a 1,000 block high base pyramid. The base would be 2,000 by 2,000. Dude, that would be so sick. Imagine what that would look like on the map. Because this pyramid, where is it? Right here. This is like 500 by 500. So 2,000 would literally go from here up to about here, over, down. I mean, it would be absurd. It would just be stupid. It would be too much. Yo, shout out to Wolfmaster. How you doing? How do you get your build ideas? Okay, let me swap out. Build ideas. So at least for Atlantis, I have wanted to build something underwater ever since I got into diving. Just, it's been so fun. I've been like obsessed with the ocean, and I was like, dude, I gotta do some sort of ocean base. So at least that's how I came up with this one. Typically for other things like the black hole, the far lands, just random world records like the TNT, a lot of the times it comes from like a joke somebody says, just in a stream or something. There was somebody who's like, imagine after the galaxy video from like 3 or 4 years ago, somebody's like, imagine if you built the entire universe in a black hole. I'm like, imagine. So I think a lot of it is credited to other people, but if you've ever seen like cool things in movies, like cool builds, that's a big part of it. Like Dune, for example. I've wanted to recreate Dune for a while, just because I saw the movies and I was like, whoa, there's some big cool builds in here, some cities and stuff. So it's like, that's kind of how it is. Also like books a little bit, you can sometimes get ideas from them. And then Pinterest is also really good. Like if you're just trying to, I don't even know, you kind of would have to have a theme that you're wanting to go with if you use Pinterest as your main like ideator. But yeah, Pinterest is always good once you're kind of like, okay, I want to build a medieval city. Then you can kind of look up concepts on there. So, you know what's so strange, by the way? Whenever I'm in this sprint swim mode, it always does this weird thing with the blocks. I don't know what that is. That's only with the sprint swim. Otherwise, it's totally fine. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Spoody. Yes. Any PC recommendations? Ooh, I don't know if you're asking the right guy. I would... Where would you go for PC recommendations? Would Linus be good, guys? Yo, Riker, you subscribed to the Wunba channel before 1,000. Yeah, okay. I want to say, if you're enjoying stream, I'll do a slight self-promo, but you guys should check out, I just started a second channel called Wunba. So Wunba with an I. And this is going to just be like a commentary channel where I'm just going to post random stuff, just kind of, you know, hanging out. I might even post other games. I don't know what we'll do. I'm going to put Naked and Afraid will be coming out on this channel before the main channel, because we're going to do, I think that's just the way to do it, honestly. But yeah, so if you want to check this out, we're at 1,000 subs, which is crazy. And I just got my fastest ever speedrun like 2 days ago, which was an 18:26. So that's the first video on there. But I think the next one is going to be like a more detailed Q&A. So if you have questions, you should put them on there, or I could also answer them here. Morikai, yo, thank you for the tier 1 for 5 months now. That is crazy. Excuse me, Kai. Appreciate that, dude, and it's nice to see you're still here. Speedruns are so fun. I've been getting into it. If you guys like want to get really skilled at the game, you should definitely start speedrunning. Speedrunning is just, it's so fun. Like learning how to quickly craft, quickly build nether portals. Dude, I can build a nether portal in like 10 seconds now using a lava pool. It's just like random little things like that that are so fun to get good at. But yeah, speedrunning, the arc is beginning. We might even do a speedrunning stream at some point. I don't know. Okay. Have you guys seen the Sky Crab speedrun video? Type 1 if you've seen it, 2 if you have not. It's the most insane thing ever. It's so sad. It's so sad. You have not... Okay, a lot of people have seen it. Should we... I almost want to watch the video. React to it. It's so sad. Basically, the guy who... Oh my gosh, I can't speak. The guy who holds the world record for the fastest ever speedrun right now. His name is Drip. He did it in 7 minutes and 1 second. Now, what happened is, since then, that was set, I think, 18 months ago. Since then, people have been trying to beat his record. New tactics have been invented. You know, people have gotten very, 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 very quick at beating Minecraft. And, should we watch it? Should we just watch it? It's like 6 minutes. What do you guys think? I did see the Feinberg video, Albania World. Sure, why not? I don't know if it would get copyrighted doing it. Alright. If it gets copyrighted, that's fine, honestly. Alright, let's, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna take a quick little pause. Let me go ahead and, Sky Crab. I think Sky Crab won. Okay. This is so ridiculous. So, basically, there are different things for Minecraft. Different ways to speedrun the game. One way is RSG, which is totally random Minecraft seeds. And that's what he's doing. This is how, if you get it in a quick time, this is what goes to the world record. The other way, I think, is ranked, which is like you're playing against people, and that does not count towards the world record. So, he is trying to beat the official world record. So there are a couple of things that are really unique about this. I believe this is German or Finnish that he's speaking, but he gets a looting 3 sword, which looting 3 is unbelievably good for a run. And then all of this is random stuff. This is a random seed. It's not filtered. Sometimes you play filtered seeds, which just gives you better loot. This is completely random. So he's getting extremely lucky with like all the obby and stuff. Okay, his original language is Norwegian. Okay, perfect. So this is already an original, unique run because a lot of speedrunners typically play on, I believe it's like ocean seeds. They go for buried treasure and stuff. I have not seen somebody going for a record on like a village seed like this. So at 56 seconds, he's already got diamond sword, food, everything. And this is a completable nether portal, which is kind of insane. It's pretty rare. And he's in the nether at 1 minute and 10 seconds. I challenge you guys to start a new world and have stone tools by 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's ridiculous. Now, yes, Feinberg did get a faster run on this, like playing it, but not even by much. Like it just goes to show how insanely good this seed is. Given it's so rare, with it not being filtered, this is like, I don't know, I'm 1 in a million seed. Like this guy has been grinding runs for months at this point. Look at that boat clutch. Holy cow, man. Dude, what version is this? This is 1.16. 1.16.1, I think. So the big difference between that and the latest version is this is better for speedrunning because piglins drop more pearls, I believe. And also the stronghold is not as deep typically in the world, which is just easier for ending up inside of the stronghold when you're ready to go there. So, okay. He's in Bastion at 2 minutes. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this run beat 3 world records. One for the fastest... Ooh, I think, like, leaving Bastion as well as entering Stronghold and end. There were, like, 3 separate world records. It's unbelievable. So he's already, like, pretty much tied, maybe a little ahead of the world record pace. Getting gold blocks so he can start to trade. It's so sad. If you don't know what's going to happen, it's so sad. I'm going to be honest, I laughed a little bit, but, all right, so he's got his pearls. He is pearling, and he's doing what's called a pearl hang. In old versions of Minecraft, you can lower the render distance, and as long as the pearl is out of render distance, it won't hit. So he's throwing it towards where the nether fortress is, I believe. It's ridiculous. So at 3 minutes and 12 seconds, he's ready to go. Raises the render distance, which makes the pearl hit. Now, it is time for the nether fortress. And I love watching, I love watching speedruns like this when trying to learn. It just, you see so many tactics, like building up there with alternating blocks. It's slightly quicker. All right, we'll go over that in a second. But okay, so now the next big thing about this is he has the looting 3 sword, which he gets 3 blaze rods off of the first blaze. You only need 6 to beat the game. And there are a bunch of other ridiculous mobs, but just like that, after like 20 seconds at fort, he's ready to go. So he's doing what's called, I believe it's a blind, where you're trying to find the stronghold portal room now. And there's a bot, I believe it's called Ninja Brain Bot, where you can essentially calculate, you throw multiple pearls, and it triangulates to the stronghold. I don't entirely know how it works. I'm just learning this, but it's so crazy that with 1 pearl, he knows exactly where it's at. So at this point, having thrown that, okay, he's crafting his explosives, and I believe he's ready to go. I'm on my rec rap arc. You're so right. Yeah, the speedrunning is so interesting. It's so fascinating once you get into it. It's absurd that we have not had a world record in 18 months. But, okay, so what he's doing now is, now that he knows where the overworld coordinates are, he's going to that spot in the nether. And in like 20 seconds, he's at the spot. And this is crazy. I actually am so curious how he does this. I wonder if you guys know. He does a little bit of a fumble, probably from nerves, where he falls into the lava. How does he do this? Where he places soul sand, the boat. How does he place the boat up on top of the blocks? That's what I was wondering. How do you do this? This is interesting tech. Is it because the boat or the soul sand is a slightly lower? Interesting. Interesting. It's because it's shorter. That is a crazy recovery. What's ridiculous about this is if he didn't do that, he maybe could have gotten like 10 seconds faster on this run. So this was a 6:17 choke, and you'll see what it is. It's so sad. So anyways, this is world record pace. At 5 minutes, he is in the stronghold. It's world record by like 20 or 30 seconds at this point. And you can only imagine the nerves. I mean, this guy must be so stressed. But he's looking for the portal room and then does a hunger reset by setting spawn using a pearl. Honestly, it's crazy, crazy tech. But okay, we're in the end. Now, this guy is about, here's where it happens. Nah, okay. Timestamp is 5:51. We'll go back in a second. Okay, so he's going to do what's called a 0 cycle. That is something I am not informed on at the moment. But builds up, gets his explosives ready, and we're killing the Ender Dragon at literally under 6 minutes. I mean, it's absurd. This is a random world, for anybody wondering. I'm not even going to speak.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I think we're record!
It's so sad. It's so sad. I'm sorry, but I laughed a tiny bit the first time. It's the scream for me, dude. It's so sad because he beat the game. He literally, guys, the world record has stood for 18 months at 7 minutes and 1 second. He has this at 6:13. The dragon is killed. And he died to an Enderman. Now, you want to know how it happened? Look at this. When we go back to 551, he throws a pearl. He's in his inventory. He has not had time to craft blocks to even be able to build up on the pillar yet. So he's crafting the blocks as he's throwing the pearl. Now what happens is he's in his inventory as the pearl lands. You can see the pearl lands right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 frames. And then he's turning. In those 10 frames, the crosshair was looking at the Enderman. It's so sad. It's just bad luck. It's actually just unlucky. But it's so impressive. I think he still gets credit. It's unbelievable. The scream is... It's so sad. The scream. Dude. Seriously? Look at how much work he's been putting into this. 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 minutes. These are all random seeds. He's been working on this for... Holy cow. I mean, oh my gosh. Like, almost 2 years. It should count, Kiwi, but it does not count as world record unless you go through the portal at the end. So because he died, it does not count, which is so sad. It's unbelievable that the record did not get beaten by 10 frames. But it is what it is. Yep. All right, so that's the reaction. What do you guys think? It's crazy. I mean, this is my analysis is that if he was able to do it once, he's going to do it again. He's been grinding this for 2 years. He's going to get it again. Yeah, like, and maybe he'll even get a better time. Like, so since then, somebody actually has been practicing the seed. His name is Feinberg. He's another big speedrunner. And he did it in, I think it was like 3 minutes and 50 seconds or something. So there is so much time to be improved with this speedrunning. It's only a matter of time before the world record comes out. And it's always so exciting when a new world record does come out. Yo, Mine Captain, you just came in. What is happening? We are currently... Wait a second. Oh. Stream title is incorrect. Mining 300,000 blocks. There we go. Okay. There we go. Title has been changed. We are currently deleting an island from existence by hand mining it, and we're doing some like Q&A. So if you've ever had questions you want answered, please ask them. And at the moment, we just did a reaction to the world record that was choked. It's ridiculous. Yo, what's up, Cheese? Have I finished Blazing Caves Enhanced Discoveries? I have not. I'm not sure when that will be happening. I kind of want to get a few more builds done in the world before I do more like achievement related videos, if that makes sense. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but I probably at some point in the hardcore world will be doing that. Yo, how sad will I be when I lose the world? It'll definitely be tragic. I've had this world for almost 5 years, and at this point, it is a pretty large percent of my life. That's just been invested into, you know, making videos, building things, that sort of thing. I'm gonna be sad when I lose it. I've always said I would start a new world when that happens. I'd probably take a bit of a break. I'd be sad. I don't really know how I'll react. Like, I know someday it's going to happen, so it might just be surprising when it does. But also, like, It'll be a new chapter at that point. I don't know. I'm trying to look at the silver lining of it. I'll definitely be kind of sad just because of how many, like, there's nostalgia involved in this world, just with like some of the builds, memories and things. I don't know. I'll be sad, but I really don't know how I'll react, to be completely honest. I guess that's something. I want to make it to 100,000 days before that happens, you know? I think that would be a good goal. No way, Matt. You've been watching since the Wave Machine? That's crazy, dude. I didn't realize it was that long. Dang. Wow. Portal, yeah, I was actually in Looney's stream earlier today. Looney has got a great idea. If you guys don't know Looney, he was a big inspiration for me to actually start like Minecraft and stuff. Start like Minecraft hardcore videos. And he's got a cool project where he's building a teleporter. And the concept of a teleporter in a forever world is very helpful, very useful, honestly, because it will save so much time. Like, it's ridiculous. He was able to travel like 11,000 blocks in 5 seconds. So imagine if we could get like some teleporter system set up in the hardcore world. That would be a ginormous time save. That might even be the next project after finishing this Atlantis video. Just because, I mean, if we're playing this world for like 100,000 days, you got to think it's like an investment for the future. When is my B-Day? It is November 14th. So I'm like 5 months away from being 21. How many days are we at, Eugene? We are at 15,925. 75 more days. Or 25 hours until we reach the big 16K. I'm stoked for it because we're going to do a world tour at 16,000. Yo, Kirlos, hello. How are you doing? Smart7, what is up? No, I'm from the US. I'm a Texan. Do I have a speedrun PB? Yes, my personal best is 18 minutes and 26 seconds. It wasn't, unfortunately, it wasn't completely official because I didn't go through the portal. I ended up going through the outer end gateway because I was trying to continue this speedrun for like Elytra and stuff, so it's not super official. But I don't know. The plan is to keep working on it, so I'm sure we'll get better times soon. Do I have a world download? Yes. So at the moment, it is only available on Patreon, but I will be doing a free world download. I have a couple of ongoing projects that I need to finish up. There's a nuclear base. I have a museum in the end, which I'm finishing. And the Castle Island, I don't even think we're really going to count that. So, I don't know when those will be done. Pretty much just the nuclear base and the museum. The museum, I think, will be later this year. The nuclear base, I mean, if we keep streaming, it should also be this year. I know, I just keep putting it off. Maybe I do just a world download at 20K days or something. That would be cool, because also, that's not that far off. What is today's plan? Art. We are just doing some Q&A. We're just hanging out. It's going to be more of a chill stream. Not really going for, like, anything super crazy today. We're just chatting with people. So, if you've ever had questions you've wanted to ask, you should fire away. Is it just yours, this 480p? Rennie, it should be 1080p. It might just be you. I've been working on the island for so long. Yeah, the Castle Island, guys, is this project over here, which it looks so cool. I need to finish it at some point. Yo, Kirlos, how you doing? You followed from the Liquids Only video. You're not OG. Well, Kirlos, the thing is, my plan is to go till 10 million subscribers. So, you following now, you are an OG. Man, the Liquids Only video, that was one of my favorite ones. I've got a couple more ideas for some, like, challenge-type videos similar to that. I'm excited to pull them off, because there are some questions related to liquids in Minecraft that I'm wondering if are possible. So there'll be more stuff like that. That was a really fun video to make. Yo, what's up, Montanul? How you doing? You're starting your builds. Any ideas? Henry, all right. Well, I suggested to somebody else earlier today to make like a floating castle base. What about you do... I'm a little biased to the ocean bases, but what if you do some sort of like sweet ocean base? What would be a cool concept? I'm building Atlantis right now. Do you have any ideas? Maybe like a ship or something would be cool. I've always really liked the hyper-realistic ships. It's so hard to build a good-looking ship in Minecraft. Recently saw somebody the other day did the Titanic in Minecraft, like a 1:2 scale or something. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty cool. Yo, would you recommend that you add blazing caves to a hardcore world? I missed your bits earlier. Ooh, I do apologize. Good. You definitely should. If you guys plan on playing your world for more than 1,000 days, if it's a forever world, I would say get blazing caves at the start of your world. And you don't even have to target it right away. Just have it, and you will be getting achievements as you go. It is so much fun once you start to focus on, like, the harder achievements. And there's a lot of, like, if you love, like, puzzle stuff, Blazing Caves is a very puzzling pack when you have to figure out some of the more difficult ones, like killing every single mob with lingering potions in the end, stuff like that. Like, it's definitely a challenging pack, but you will have so much fun with it. And I'm going to be getting a pack called Blazing Caves Enhanced Discoveries at some point, which is like 300 even harder achievements. I am aware of the pickaxe, by the way. We are getting pretty low. There we go. 4th pickaxe done. We should have a punishment that if I break a pickaxe, I have to do 100 push-ups. That'd be pretty good. Serious question. Have I ever read Percy Jackson? You know, Mr. Mellon, I think I got to the 4th book. That was the Labyrinth, right? I don't think I ever finished 5. I am looking to read more books. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to have healthier habits in life. So, like, going to bed early, not, like, watching videos or whatever before bed. Like, just not having electronics before bed. That's a really big one. But also, I want to start, like, reading 30 minutes a day. So it's so much easier said than done. Like, if you guys have ever tried, you'll know. But do you have any good, like, book recommendations? Like, I don't know. I love, like, kind of adventure books. Sort of like, The Lord of the Rings is my favorite series ever. I was reading Dune recently. All right. I have read Harry Potter. The Witcher, they turned into a, I'm gonna just take some photos in a second. They turned that into a TV show, right? Artemis Fowl, The Maze Runner. I have read The Maze Runner. Great series. The movies, not so much, but the books are pretty good. You've read so many books. Yeah, I feel like reading is just good for your mind as well. Like, well, obviously it is. That's why everybody tells you to read. But all right. Let me get some photos here. I'm gonna just get some photos on my phone so that I can go back afterwards. There are a lot of suggestions, and I very much appreciate it. Have not read The Hunger Games, but I do like the movies. They're pretty good. I might have read Artemis Fowl. Is that about a thief? The name is so familiar. It is, or wait, no, you maybe were saying something different. How isn't the Blazing Caves video? It's coming along. So, you'll never believe where I traveled for the Blazing Caves video. I did a day trip in a little bit of a road trip the other day for a skit in the video. It's pretty funny. Look up Big Bend National Park, and that's where I went for a skit in the Blazing Caves video. It's gonna be so funny. It's so random. We had like the most insane time. Basically, there's this gorge called, I'll show you, Santa Elena Canyon. I might have spelled this wrong. There it is. Okay, so Santa Elena Canyon. It is located just on the border of Mexico, actually, in Texas. And it is this beautiful canyon. As you can see there, I actually went inside of it to this area here. Set up a big red chair in the middle and just started recording some shots for the video. It was so ridiculous because we got there when it was like 110 degrees out. So we were pretty much dying of heat trying to go there. It's like in the middle of the desert. And I really had a come to Jesus moment when I was like out there and I had one water bottle and I was like, dang, this might have been kind of dumb going out here with not enough water, because it was 110 degrees in the middle of the desert. And we end up getting into the canyon, and I brought my laptop in a bag, and we're going through like mud and water trying to get out to the spot where we're gonna film it. And the mud just kept getting deeper and deeper, and eventually it's like chest height and I have the bag above my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, this was a stupid idea. But we ended up getting out there and recording it. It was so fun. So that's gonna be out there. Isn't that the default wallpaper? This, I don't know. This is, maybe they changed it or something, but the black hole there is just something I found. I've always been obsessed with space. So, yo, what's up, Waba? Welcome, dude. Favorite part of the Minecraft movie? You know, the fight on top of the tower where Steve, Jack Black, is taking down the zombies is pretty good. I'm trying to think what else there is. The entrance, I guess. Give us rare facts about the game. Okay, I learned, well, I'll give you a kind of an interesting thing. So, I learned the other day that you can get Dragon's Breath into the overworld without ever killing mobs. Pretty interesting concept. Think about that for a second. You can get the Dragon's Breath item into the overworld without ever killing mobs. Basically, when I say killing mobs, I mean getting the Monsters Hunted achievement. So you can get Dragon's Breath into the overworld without getting that achievement. It's really interesting tech. So what you would have to do is go to the Nether. Then you would have to kill blazes using gravel so that they suffocate and you don't technically kill them. Then with that, repeat the same thing with Endermen or like trade for pearls. That's pretty simple. You make your Eyes of Ender, you get to the end. Now what you do is you have to bridge out from the end without killing the Ender Dragon. You have to bridge... No, sorry. Okay. From the Ender Dragon, you get the Dragon's Breath, which is easy enough. Then you bridge out to an End City where you got an Ender chest. You put it in the Ender chest, you die in the void, and then you go to the overworld and you got Dragon's Breath without getting Monsters Hunted, which is a very fascinating series of steps you have to do to have like the most random way to complete like certain achievements. I don't know, it's just it's interesting. Like nobody would ever do it, but it's technically possible, and that's what I love. Yo, what is up? It is your first time on a live stream. Welcome, Flicks. Joseph, where is Murph? Joseph, it's time for a Murph check-in. Murph check-in. Let's see. Here, I'm gonna go over and give her a pet. Guys, she is in croissant mode. You have 3 modes for cats. You got croissant, you got loaf, you got baguette. Right now we got croissant. And if I had to rate this croissant, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Uh-oh, I woke her up, but I... Furry. Oh. All right, there we go, there we go. You have not seen her head today. She is being antisocial. What happened to my other cat? Andrew, unfortunately, Caiaphas passed away, like, what was it now, like a year ago or something like that. So I actually got Murph, it was like probably a month and a half to 2 months ago now. But yeah, so that's what happened. It's unfortunate, but it's just a part of life. At some point, also, I think I might be getting another cat. Because Murph, she's a good girl, but she's very crazy. And I think whenever we take her over to go see our other cat, her name is Claire. She loves Claire. So I feel like if I got another cat for Murph, they'd be friends. And maybe it would help deal with her energy. This cat, she has endless energy. Like, if you put a sheet of paper on the ground, she will be playing with that sheet of paper for about an hour before she gets bored of it. Would I ever get a dog? Maybe at some point. I don't know. I like cats because of how chill they are. Like, having a dog would just be tough with, like, having to take it on a walk every single day. Like, which I know probably gets easier with just building the habit of doing that. But I'd worry that I would not be a good dog owner. I don't know. Oh, that's awesome, Felix. Hey, what's up, Landon? How you doing? How you doing, man? What are we working on today, Coke? We are working on deleting this island. So last time, if you recall, we set up walls, we set up TNT bombing machines, we drained the whole space. If you actually look at this, what do you guys think about my terraforming here? Because if you can believe it, all of this sand is floating over a pit of water from where the TNT... I have been grinding. I've been working on this. Unfortunately, it's not going to look perfect because of the biomes. If you guys know a way other than World Edit to get rid of the biomes, that would be sick. I wish I could just go pause 1, pause 2, // set warm motion. That would be so nice, and then it would all look good, but that would be cheating. So, yeah, we did the TNT method last time and kind of figured out it was very tedious and a lot of work that was unnecessary. So it's, despite what it may seem, it's actually quicker to just hand mine this. And it doesn't require as much brain power, so I can just sit here and chat with you guys, which I find far more fun. How am I doing, Hari? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. I think the terraforming turned out pretty good. The only thing I don't think is maybe the best is like the distribution of seagrass and kelp. But at the end of the day, freaking Atlantis is going to be in the middle. Like, nobody's going to look at, ooh, the particles of seagrass are distributed too densely there. And then it's, yeah, no, nobody's going to do that. So I think it's fine. Does this world have the achievements, Kirlos? It does. We did all of Blazing Caves on here. And soon I'm gonna do enhanced discoveries. That might be like, that's definitely gonna be after a couple more videos. Yo, are we done? Wait a second. Guys, I believe. Oh, wait. Should we take it down? Let's take it down one more level. I think we should take it down one more, and we'll cover all of this in sand afterwards. So we'll kind of carve this over. We'll do a little bit of shaping with the terraforming in a second. Does your world have active achievements? How do you mean for that? You mean like the statistics ones? Because if that's what you mean, yeah, there were a couple, like swim 50 kilometers, walk, fly, that sort of thing. But I've completed all of them. Now, what I will say is if we get enhanced discoveries, I think there are some achievements for things like not sleeping 1,000 days. There are things like eat 25,000 food items. Basically, all of these get an extra row. One of the achievements in there is actually very interesting. It says, get a horse that can move more than 14.1 blocks a second, has 15 hearts, and can jump, I think, like 5 blocks or something. Which is a perfect horse, just about. So that's something I've never done in the hardcore world before, is breed for a perfect horse. And I'm actually very excited for that. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. Turtle or tortoise? Probably a tortoise. Tortoise, yes. I don't know why. I'm just going to go with that. What's the day count? 15/9/26. I love the regular streaming. It's so satisfying to see the day count going up like a lot. So what did you decide for 2 million subs? Oh, killer. I've not locked anything in yet. But I think we were talking through a couple of ideas. Definitely like a fun stream with a bunch of friends coming over. We're gonna party. It's gonna be awesome. And as for the actual like video that'll come out, it might, based off of the timing of things, be this Atlantis video, which if that's the case, I'm going to try to put a lot of like lore of the channel inside of it and make it exactly 2 million blocks. Imagine the schematic. Like, for example, completed builds, the dropper. The dropper was 846,000 items. Imagine if that schematic said exactly 2 million, so that there would be 1 block for every single person. That would be so cool. Especially given this is going to be like my main base for the foreseeable future. I think that'd be really cool. Yo, Shirag Goyle, thank you for the 20 rupees. I appreciate that. Landon, I got you, man. I got you. I'm going to build a turtle. We're going to be putting it in Atlantis. I'm just not doing it yet until we get building. But I got you. Yo, what's up? Dead Yogix, I think. How you doing? Why do I look tired? Is it that obvious? Man, I just didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Is it really that obvious? Man, I'm going to a wedding after this, and... Oh, pickaxe. Okay, we're fine on pickaxe. Oh, no. A little. Just kidding. Just falls asleep. Do I ever think I'd make a video with mud flaps? Ooh, potentially like a collab. You know, both he and I are a little bit deranged, I think might be the word when it comes to challenges. Just capable of putting an absurd amount of time in. Oh, wait a second. I did not mean to cut this off. Let's terraform that about like there. I think that should be good. Yeah. So we're going to be putting sand on this. We don't want it to all just be flat at the ocean floor, so something like that should be okay, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. It'd be cool to do a video with mud flaps at some point. I'm sure if we found, like, the right challenge, like some absurd skyblock challenge. Can you beat Minecraft from a single floating stick in the sky? I don't know. Something like that. Maybe. I don't know. Do I still have the Dono book, Lar? I believe so. Let me check. Wait, it might be... Oh, here it is. Okay. The books. So for anybody wondering, I am doing a book for every single dono as just a way to say thank you to the people. So we actually have the whole first book filled up since the beginning of the channel, which is cool. I called it Chapter 1. and we're currently working on chapter 2 there. So yes, I do still have it there. I think I'm going to be updating it like once a month. I got to figure out how to do that more effectively. Yo, what's up? The Banana Boat. Welcome. You like the background, but why all the mobs? So, this was a video I was working on. We're putting it on pause at the moment because I don't want to spend 2 or 3 months away from the hardcore world. I love the hardcore world. I want to see it get to 20,000 days. So, I want to get at least another couple videos out before we resume work on that. But that was going to be every single death message that you can possibly get in Minecraft. So, literally everything. Dying to the Ender Dragon at the world border. Dying to every single mob at the world border. You know, everything. There are like 1,300 death messages. So, behind me is a, basically like a detective board of the specific mobs and what death messages they can give you. It all connects. So, I don't know. It's also just a cool prop in the background, you know? Pirate ship. I'll probably be putting some ships around this, Nina. Yeah. Yes, Jack, that would be the case. Pickaxe, ooh, okay, thank you. We are at 1 dot. We still got 230 durability, so that's about 600 blocks. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Typically, I like to let it get all the way down to no more dots. Almost there. Almost there. It's so stressful because once it gets down to no dots, that's like 50 durability. With Instamind, that could be like 1 or 2 seconds if you're not careful. It's almost broken. It's almost broken. By the way, I want to ask, do you guys like the current GUI scale? I was contemplating bumping it up to 5 where everything's a little larger. What do you think about that? Do you like 4 or do you like 5? Make some wrecks underwater. That would be so sick for surrounding Atlantis. I'll definitely have to put some stuff around it. Like, we were going to do a turtle for landing. 4, way better. It's good. You think you have it at 5? 5 feels a little too large. There we go. I don't know. I've always been used to 4, so I think I'm going to keep it just for consistency. Okay, 78 durability. That makes sense. So if somebody wants to do the math, we have, each of these has 2,000 durability. I have broken 5 pickaxes now, which means we've gone through 2,000 durability plus the unbreaking 3. It's like 6,000 durability per pickaxe. So we've broken about 30,000 blocks today. It's not bad. I don't think we'll finish all of them today, to be completely honest, but we're making good progress. 5 is more visible in the streams because of low bit rate. Is it hard to see what's happening though? Okay, by the way, guys, we just finished that whole chunk of the island, and look at that. We're already naturally terraforming it, which looks fantastic. I say let's just take it to like right here, cut that all the way down. We're Tom. The Blazing Caves video is currently in the editing phase. It is all fully recorded. I have already beaten the pack. I'm just currently editing it, but because it's such a huge video, it's just taking some time. But it will be out this year. It's literally a 4-hour video. I would much rather give you quality than quantity, if you get me. Yo, what's up? Brink W's in chat. Yes, sir. Hey, how's it going, Alpha? Welcome. Was TNT better? Do I regret this now? No, this is way quicker, way better for the brain than TNT. Getting rid of the whole island, personally. I don't know. TNT required so much brain power and it was so messy. This way, I'm not going to have to flood the water again. I'm also not going to have to terraform the bottom ground again like I did with the other one. I regret TNT, honestly. Just hand mining it is so much faster. We've only been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes, and we're already like a third of the way done. So had I done it this way, we could have done it in like half the time, but it's okay. It's all right. You know, you learn. What are we doing? We are deleting an entire biome right here. Just trying to flatten this down to sea level. Then we're going to terraform it. And once we're done with this island, I'm pretty sure we're ready to start building Atlantis. Which, do you guys want to see how it's turning out on the creative world right now? I know the answer to that's going to be a yes. So let me just go ahead and open up a second launcher. All right, so we got the rings figured out, Taco Squad and I. We've been building this together, and we just today started work on building the towers for Atlantis, which is really going to give it some serious depth, and I'm very excited to see all the towers in. Yo, what's up, Coley? Thanks for the 7 months. Why is this guy digging huge holes every once in a while? Good luck, bro. Lock in. Dude, it's just a craving, you know. Every once in a while, I just gotta mine a bunch of blocks in Minecraft. It's just how it is. It's been like since the dropper project, since I did it last, and you know, I love doing it. All right. So we're gonna hop on the bakery. I will show you what we have going on for Atlantis. Let's go 1001 world. Okay. Let's see. So let me go ahead, turn, we're going to turn Bobby on. That is going, okay, it might not actually load. I think it might not load because I got to delete the other thing. So, all right, let's actually turn that off. I got to close out the other launcher for it to work. But this is Atlantis so far. Look at this. Isn't this sick? So we got our circular pattern here. We got where our towers are going to go, our 4 cardinal directions with pathways, and then Taco and I have been working on this tower in the middle today, which he has actually gotten some progress. Holy cow. Yo, Winding Owl, thank you for the 10, dude. Is this to build a giant tortoise? Yes. We will be putting a turtle somewhere, maybe over here, maybe outside where the ocean will be. I'm not sure, but we will be doing that. Appreciate the support, man. But dude, I love the tower. We were working on trying to shape this sort of section, create like an indent. If I tell you what it looks like, you're never going to unsee it. It looks like a boot with a little thing down there. Doesn't it look like a boot? A big boot? But actually I see Taco has been busy with making these diagonals, which is looking pretty good, and we've got like a plan. I think it's over here. Let's see. No, that was a different one we were doing there. We should have a different concept for the tower somewhere over here. It might, oh, here it is. Yeah, we were gonna do these cool like little floating things here. So, I don't know. We're still working on it. It's going to be pretty sweet once it's done. But yes, it is going to be a big project. And we're currently, all the colors are not final for anybody worried about it. Those are just placeholder blocks so that we can texture everything later. So, once it's done. Oh my gosh. Winding Owl. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not a turtle, a tortoise. Oh no. I don't know if we're gonna be building a tortoise, man. I think we might just be doing the turtle. That's a rip. I don't know. Eve, skin challenge is that gonna be soon? Yes, I believe today is the last day to submit it. So as soon as it ticks to midnight, the submissions will be closing. And no more will be going through. I think we got like 170 submissions for it. So I'm going to have to start going through those and finding some really cool skins. I'm so excited to finally change the pixel on my right eyeball. Yeah, Coley, I'm so excited to see Atlantis once it's textured. Once it's textured, it's gonna look so good right here. Dude, like, how long do y'all think it's gonna take to build? Given we've already done 4 streams just clearing the islands, we still have to build farms. We have to collect the items. We have to build everything. I mean, it's gonna be a ton of work. It is gonna be a ton of work. Holy cow! Winding owl! Oh my gosh! You're gonna... Thank you for the 20, dude. He said tortoise in a very agitated looking way. Dude, you're gonna have to fight Landon on that one. I don't know. Between you guys, you only get either one turtle or tortoise. You guys are gonna have to fight. Yo, VOD. Unfortunately, this is a single-player world. So it is not available to multiplayer. I did have a really cool idea for something. One big thing, now, not so much with this hardcore world, because a lot of it is streamed, but one big thing people have always said is like, do you cheat? And unfortunately, there's really no way to prove that you don't cheat unless you show 100% of everything you do. So I had an idea for a while now. I'd have to figure out how to get it set up so I can have my mods and stuff. But it would be so cool to have this world 24/7 on a server that when I'm playing, people can join on spectator mode and kind of just watch. Like, I've always thought that would be so cool. And then that also gets rid of, like, the whole idea of, oh, you cheated. So, I mean, like, you could have just respawned. Like, if there are always people watching, then that can't happen. I don't know. So I thought that would be so cool. I don't know how it would work because I want the world to pause when I leave so that the day count doesn't inflate. And also, like, I don't know if it would be laggy. I then can't play it without internet. So there are definitely a few drawbacks to that. But I've always thought the concept would be so cool. Yeah, Peter, you're right. You're right. The problem is it would probably be so laggy. I don't know. I've just always thought it would be cool as like a viewer to just get to watch like something happening live. You know? I don't know. No, so chat would probably be turned off. Everyone would be in spectator mode. So I wouldn't, like, if I press tab, I wouldn't even be able to see, like, who's on the world. I think that would be the way to do it. But I don't know. That'll, if that ever does happen, I'll have to hash out all the details. We'll see how it goes. Would I ever like to join an SMP? I've actually only been on one SMP, which was Naked and Afraid, and it was every time for season 1 and 2, they were both extremely fun. So I love the idea of being on an SMP. I think if I ever get invited to like Lifesteal or if Hermitcraft ever happened, I don't know if it will. I would love to join Hermitcraft. That would be so hype. I would not turn down the opportunity. What do I think about Bedrock Edition? I think it's cool. It's what I started on. Personally, though, I prefer Java over it just because of, like, things like the offhand, I don't know, render distance is a little weird, different. Like, blocks look different on Pocket Edition. So those are, like, a couple of the things I don't like about it. But I got nothing against it. I think it's cool. Winding Owl, dude. Thank you for the 10 again, man. That's insane, man. You've donated a lot. No turtle. Tortoise. Tortoise. He said, I can't even say that last one. He said tortoise with about 100 letters in it. I don't know, man. You're gonna have to fight Landon. Is Landon still here? Oh my gosh. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate the support. Oh, wait. Landon said... That's a good point. Landon says, what is a tortoise doing at the bottom of the ocean? You're right. A turtle makes more sense. Why are we even talking about this, man? What are we doing? Yo, what's up, FBI agent? How are you doing today? Welcome. Welcome back. Doing any tax investigations today, are you? How do you get the death achievements in Blazing Caves Hardcore? So, for the super challenges, for example, death by all, for hardcore, because I have the hardcore version installed, it says get hurt by every mob that can kill you. So, at least that's how you do it for that one. I know there are a couple more. There's a goat one. Where is it? Biomes. I know for the biomes, there's like, where is it? Get hunted by a polar bear, so you just have to take damage. Normally, it wants you to die. So at least for those ones, we just took damage. If you wanted to do it where you actually die, I would say best bet would be pop a totem, then give yourself the achievement. That would be how I would say is probably the best way if you wanted to do hardcore but not die. You also prefer Java over Bedrock? Yeah, I think like if you get really serious about playing Minecraft for a while, it just makes sense. But for like servers and stuff, Bedrock I would say it's definitely better just because of the reduced lag and all that. Also, I don't know what the fastest way to mine these layers is. I've been doing 3 tall layers and I feel like it's pretty quick. What do you guys think? It's either, I know just doing 1 layer up top, that's far slower. I don't know how just doing 2 is. I want to do this quickly, as quickly as possible. What are we doing today, Solomon? We are hand mining this island. It's gonna take some time. But we're just doing that. We're doing some Q&A, just kind of hanging out with people, you know. Let's change up the playlist. I think it's time. What are we gonna do? I do have that new playlist I'm working on. Streamlist 6. Okay, there we go. Racing Hearts, it's called, this song. This is gonna be a little more high energy. Yes, Killer, I am 20. Yo, what's up? Bam, how you doing? And Never Hiccups, hello, welcome as well. I'm sorry I missed your message until just now. It's what Rec does, the 3 tall. Yeah, the 3 tall just is more mentally stimulating, I feel like. I think this is slightly quicker. I wish there was a way where I could do the swim method, but for some reason it's slower. If I could do this with a dolphin, it would be so fast. Just imagine. But I don't think that would work, unfortunately. It's, for some reason, it just glitches the block sometimes like that. What is my name? It is Wunba. Or Walker, if you use my real life name. Or you could call me Wunba with the 2nd channel. Yeah, no, that's fine. Best of SB. That's all good. That'd be cool. Dude, I love that with the fortune shovel, you always get flint. That's such a useful feature. I always forget about that. Yo, welcome, Violet. We are currently trying to flatten this mountain down to sea level so that we can terraform it. Because at the moment, it just looks so ugly. And it's going to be right next to our big build. So it's like, this has got to go. So we're just putting in the hours right now. Just chilling, doing some Q&A, you know, hanging out with people. So it's a little more relaxed of a stream today. But it is a good stream regardless. I'm having a fun time. I don't know about you guys. Okay. Couple of things. We need to eat, but also, yes, I do see the pickaxe is getting low. Thank you for the reminder, Killer. Where is this relative to the rest of the world? So, we, as you can see where we are, we're just a little past the nuclear base. It is about 11,000 blocks out. So what I will be doing, this is spawn there. I'm going to be setting up a teleporting system at some point. Flying back and forth is taking so much time. And there's a design by... I'm trying to figure out if we do either a redstone-based design that is like a little... What would I even word it? There's basically, we could do a redstone design where you press a button, teleports you. Or we could do this design that it's by a YouTuber named Squibbles, where you basically look at a specific degree in the sky and you look up and it teleports you just like that. So the benefit of this is you don't have to press a button. However, to look at that exact perfect angle in the sky, you either have to like line yourself up very carefully, or there's a mod that you can just press a button, which will then like snap your angle to that spot. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if we do the button method to teleport or if we do the one that requires the mod. Oh, this is a vibe, this song. All right, what I'm going to do here, I think we're going to take this. We're going to make a little canal here. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Wouldn't it be so cool to just be able to do the teleport method where you just look up? I think that's pretty sick. But it requires a mod. That's the only downside. So I don't know. I really don't know. Do I think I'll ever be on Hermitcraft? That's a good question. I am not sure. A lot of... If I had to guess... I mean, I don't even know if I could guess. I feel like... You got to kind of know a lot of the hermits. And also, like... I feel like they have a kind of, like, strict... accepting... Like, policy of, like, accepting... people that have a good dynamic with everyone else. So I don't know. I mean, it's really it really depends. I mean, maybe eventually if they just keep adding people every season. I don't know. Well, they're on like season 10 now, right? Something like that. I do feel like my content is a little different to the type of Hermitcraft content that everybody else does, but it could also have some adapting. I don't know. Violet, that's... I hope that's not true, Violet. How long will it take me to make this in the hardcore world? Joe, I honestly expect it to take me until 17,000 days. Mining this, maybe another 20 days. But yeah, the actual Atlantis build itself, I would say probably until 17K. It's going to be a big project. Mostly just because of the scale of the blocks. We're going to be dealing with like 2 million blocks, so it's going to be a little absurd, but I will make it happen. All right, there we go. Pickaxe is done. Thank you. Now we can switch back over. I did not like the fortune pick there, man. We are now over towards this one. Yo, Humbled. Thanks. Nice to see you here, man. How you doing? Mine out an entire chunk at this point. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Let's just see how long it takes us to mine out this chunk down to sea level. Why not? Just doing it different ways to make it more interesting. Yonti loves ducks. Thank you for the super, man. Stream number 3. What are we doing? We're doing kind of Q&A today. Just chatting with people, mining this whole island away because we're trying to prepare for the Atlantis build. Thankfully, we're almost done preparing. We've been doing so many, like this is preparing stream number 4, I think. Dang, this is certainly slower doing a whole chunk, but it is kind of, it's gonna look satisfying on the replay. Yeah, so we're just preparing, just mining this out. So it's more of a chill stream today. We'll do some like building streams soon, but we gotta get this island out of here to do that. What is up, Dashi? How you doing? Also, AXXXXED, welcome, dude. First message. How you doing? Did I know that there are some launchers to play Minecraft Java and mobile? Yeah, I did. That's honestly so cool that you can crossplay. I have no idea how that works, but it's fantastic. It's unique. How old is the hardcore world in years? Killer, I believe in September of this year, it will be 5. So, just a toddler at this point. But my goal has always been to pass Phil's 5-year hardcore world, which is... It's crazy. It's like, I guess we got to make it to 6 for that to happen. So I can't pretend that we're there yet. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, wait, are we being raided? What is up? Wait, Looney, yo, thank you for the raid of 130. How are you guys doing today? Looney, you might be the first person to ever have raided me on Twitch. I'm not even gonna lie. Actually, no, that's not true. We got a couple raids before, but I think, like, dude, it's nice to have you here. How is Looney's stream, everybody? I know he was working on the teleporters, and we were just talking about that. I gotta build some teleporters in the world, because, man, we're working on this build. We're recreating Atlantis in the hardcore world, and what we're doing is, this is going to be Atlantis right here. This is 600 blocks across. And the last couple streams, we've been preparing the ocean. So we cleared these ocean monuments, no more Elder Guardians. And this used to be a mushroom island. We got rid of the whole mushroom island. And we terraformed the ground to be the same. Basically, the idea is if we're building Atlantis, we don't want any ocean around it. So that's what we're doing at the moment. We are clearing... Let me go on free cam real quick. We're clearing this whole area away. And we're just doing Q&A. So if you're new here, it's kind of a good stream to join into because we're doing Q&A. So if you have questions and stuff, feel free to ask them. Welcome, Rico. How you doing? Yo. Yeah, take care, Looney. I hope you had a good stream. Why did I pick Wunba for my name? Oh, good question. Okay. It's very, very creative. I've had this username for like 10 years now. Back before I did Minecraft, I'm not even going to do a chunk anymore. I'm just doing a whole thing. Back before I did Minecraft, I made videos on basically stacking like dominoes. I'll show you the channel. Why not? Let me pull it up. Wunba. So, I had a channel before this one, my IRL channel, and dude, I forgot about this video. If you want to see a funny video, go to the channel and watch this one called You Wanna Go. It's a fight scene. It's so good, bro. But I used to stack dominoes like this whole thing. My voice is so different. I can't even watch these videos. It's so cringy. Thanks for 50 subscribers, dude. I used to do trick shots and stuff. But anyways, I made this channel, and my first ever video, which is now unlisted, was an Agario video, which Agario is this game where you're basically, it's called a cell or like a ball, and you're trying to eat, basically eat other, like, I think it's called mass. I don't even know. You're trying to basically grow to become the largest in the map, taking down other players. It's fun. But I watched 2 YouTubers back then named Pumbaa and Wunwa, and of course, me being 9 years old or something, I was like, these guys are so cool. I gotta just take the names and merge them together. So I took Wunwa and Pumbaa and put it together and made Wunba. And that's how it was born. And now I like to look at it and be like, well, you know, my real life name is Walker. So I kind of like that it's got similarities with like the W's and stuff. So that's kind of how it came about. Who does not hate their old voice? Oh my gosh. Dude, I was a squeaker. Oh, it hurts to listen to. Even like 3 or 4 years ago, just listening to my voice then. I think it's just a part of life. Really Static, how you doing? Welcome. Can we say hi to Murph? Of course, of course. Murph. Oh, Sabenya. All right. This is Murph. She's just chilling. We're going to do a little break. I'll read some chat. How many days is the world? We are almost at 16,000 days, Taster. First MC World. Dude, I don't know. I deleted it 10, 12 years ago, probably. But it was on Pocket Edition back in the day. Why don't you use Facecam in your videos? Well, Killer, a lot of the time, the videos, I like to, I like to use them to kind of practice storytelling and stuff. And a lot of the time, the stuff that we're saying on stream just doesn't really work for, like, the story we're going for, if that makes sense. So I end up recording the footage separately and then usually making a script based off of the footage. That's kind of how I've always made the videos, and I like it that way. I can kind of make it a little more cinematic and, you know, like this satisfying video to watch at the end. Yo, Wind, thank you for the tier 1. I'm going to add you to the book. For anyone wondering, similar to what Looney does, we have a book for all donos. So I'll put you in there, Wind. I appreciate it. Although I don't usually do it live. I like to do it at like the end of the month. But I really appreciate that, Wind. Very serious question. Do you like jazz? I'm sorry, but you did not ask that properly. I cannot answer that question. Oh my... You know what? Here. She's got this toy. She loves it. I'll kind of like prop it up so she can play with it while we're chilling. Do I have a girlfriend? I do not, but I am kind of getting interested in, you know, looking to be in a relationship at some point. I don't know. I think there's no point to like rush things as well. I sort of feel like however it happens, meeting somebody, I feel like that's how to just see how it goes. I've always liked the idea of like meeting somebody while doing a hobby that like we both enjoy, because then you already have like some sort of similarities. For example, like climbing. Like it would be so cool to meet somebody while climbing, you know? So then we both enjoy that. I don't know. That's how I've always thought about it. I think the biggest thing is just to be out, be active, you know, and eventually it will happen. I'm not stressed about it. Show mining stats. Okay, so unfortunately it's not going to be correct. I have actually mined over like 3 or 4 million blocks in the world. What's up, Bert? I've mined a whole bunch of blocks in the world, but I forgot to put the stats back from the Blazing Caves run, so it is not accurate. I'm wondering, do you guys think it's okay to edit the statistics? Because what I'd like to do, I still have the statistics from before Blazing Caves. I'd like to add all of this stuff on to the statistics. Is there like an easy way to combine stats and then just put that in the world? That would be cool. Yo, good Radix. Thank you for the raid. What is up? How are you doing? How are you doing? I personally, I don't feel like it's cheaty to edit the statistics. I just don't know how you would do it. Like, as long as you've gotten the statistic. Of course, don't go in and be like 50 million animals bred if you didn't actually do that. But, I don't know. I think that's okay. Like, it's not cheaty because I actually did the work. I just think it would be really hard to be like, okay, so on this statistic, I mined 90,000 stone blocks. On the other one, I mined 2 million stone blocks, and then adding those together, changing it, and then doing that for every single item in the game. I think that would take hours. So I don't know. If there's a good way to like combine them, that might be the trick. ChatGPT. I put the file into ChatGPT and I say, add the numbers up. I download it. That might be it. Are your videos clean and family friendly? Yes, sir. That has always been my goal. I want to create a community of welcoming, kind people. So I don't curse, and I always keep it PG. So yes, if you're down to watch it, that is what you can expect. Pinky, I love that. I love that, Pinky. What's up, Lynn? How are you doing? How are you going, Liquor? Welcome. Doing any push-ups today? Yes, I'll have to do 100 push-ups at the end of stream. Or maybe not at the end of stream, but just at some point today. 100 every day. Am I in Naked and Afraid Season 2? I am. And all I gotta say is if you enjoyed Season 1, you're gonna love Season 2. I'm probably gonna be editing it a little differently, but still, overall, the whole story, everything that happens, it's so sad. But it was really good. I can't say anything else. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. We're gonna do weekly episodes, probably starting next month. How's it going, Joe? Welcome. Welcome. Oh, sure, Sky. Yeah, I can slow down chat just a little bit. Right now we're on 3 seconds. Let's go 5. Do I ever listen to classical music? Yes, I think not often. Last time I did was when I did an all-nighter. I was doing an edit with a friend, and we're like trying to stay up. So I listened to like this, like, what is it? It's like, I forget what it was called. It was like rock classical music, but like rock songs turned into classical music. It was just something to stay interested. You know, you gotta have these tricks when you're getting tired. Who here has done an all-nighter before? It's hard. I've done a 36-hour before. I think I was awake for like 30, 38, 39 hours. That was hard. Because 24, you definitely start to feel it. But once you start to get to the 36-hour mark, that's when you start, like, questioning reality. You almost lose, as long as you're doing something that's entertaining enough, you almost don't get more tired, and you just start to, like, lose brain functioning abilities. So, for example, what was so interesting is I recorded this video with a friend, Scavio. Around like hour 4, we had a conversation about like the Army, Navy SEALs, and that sort of thing. I forget exactly what it was, but we were talking about like some of the training that they do. And then around hour 30, we were like thinking back to that conversation, which was only 26 hours earlier. But it felt like it was a month ago we talked about it. I don't know how to explain it. It was the weirdest feeling. If it legitimately felt like we talked about that conversation like a month prior. Even though it was only 24 hours. It was so strange. And that was like something I've never experienced before. Not sleeping is not a good idea. I think there's a reason why you gotta sleep every night. All right. How are we doing on this big chunk? We're doing okay. We are making a dent for sure. Yeah, no sleep for 3 days is absurd. I could not imagine that. It would be torture. Got any hot takes on the movie? On the Minecraft movie. What are some hot takes about the movie, guys? What if I said I enjoyed the musical parts? Would that be a hot take? I thought the Dennis song was funny. When are we doing the skin selection? Sorry, I can't speak. I did not get enough sleep tonight. I'm a hypocrite. Or last night. That's going to be ending tonight. So I'm probably not going to do them on stream because I know there were some sus things submitted. So I'll probably go through and like find the top 10 or something. And then at that point we can kind of pick the best parts of each one. So I think that's how we'll do it. But submissions are going to be closing tonight. Yo, what's up, pancake guy? What do I think about Hungary? This is your first stream here. You know, I've never been to Hungary. I know my mom has. But I'd like to visit at some point. I think that'd be cool. It's nice to have you here. So I don't really have much to say about Hungary. Other than I am kind of hungry. I'm sorry, I had to. All I had today was oatmeal, man. Dude, Mosh Landon, I know, like the, you know that's a creepypasta, though. There was a question I saw earlier. I don't even know. Somebody asked, do I swear outside of stream? I don't, for religious purposes. I've been talking with friends about, like, the whole concept of swearing and stuff in general, like, what they think about it. I personally, I don't. I'm not gonna, like, hate on somebody if they do. Not, like, super sensitive to it. But at least for here, I like to keep it PG. And I just don't for religious purposes. I also feel like swearing just doesn't do anything good. Like, I've got my alternatives. Like, Christian cursing, as they call it. But I don't know. I don't. Why am I mining this? So the thing about mining this as opposed to TNT, it actually is quicker than TNT. In underwater, because of the conduits and the depth strider, it's really about the same as above water. This is way quicker than TNT, because without TNT, we would have to drain this area, then we explode it, but then you got to think we have to terraform the bottom of the ocean where it exploded. Then we have to build a platform up top so that we can cover the whole thing in water again. Then we have to remove the platform, as opposed to we just hand mine this. This is so much quicker. It's like, this is literally saving probably 12 or 15 hours just hand mining this, as opposed to TNT. Do I believe in God? I do. Why mining 300,000 blocks? I don't know. There's also something just satisfying about mining a bunch of blocks like this. Favorite Asian dish? Ooh. No, I can't say that. I can't say that. If I say orange chicken, you're gonna murder me. No. Maybe, like, I don't know, like rice. Rice with, like, oh, Korean beef bowls. That's it. That's gotta be it. Korean beef bowls, 100%. I love Korean beef bowls. How many blocks have I mined? We have got to be approaching 100k. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. Have I ever played VR? Robert, I played it like once or twice. Dude, was it Beat Saber? I think it was Beat Saber. It was so cool, man. But I don't know. I was thinking about buying a VR headset at one point, but I got worried. I was like, if I buy this, I'm not... Okay, one second. Let me finish my train of thought. I'm going to be too distracted from actually working on the hardcore world by playing VR because of how cool it is. And can we get a W in chat for Winchester Lion? Dude, he just gifted 25 subs. Dude, that's insane, Winchester. Bro, I gotta give you a house or something in the hardcore world. What if I gave you a house? Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're helping me run the channel. What if I give you a house at spawn or something? I need a better spot than... I could give you a villager house on the Farlands. How'd you like that? How would you like that? That'd be cool. Pickaxe is almost dead. Okay, yes. 85 durability. It should go down. And there it is. Thank you. Perfect. We have gone through 7 pickaxes today. And we will go through 7 more. What would I do if I just died in game? Bro. I would just start crying on stream. It'd be so sad. And I'm laughing about that. It's ironic. Dude, I would be so sad. I would do a video probably telling the entire story of my world from day 1 to day 16,000. I don't know. I think at that point I would probably just start another one. I'd maybe join an SMP. I don't know. Like, I've thought that would be fun before. What is with your raid farm? With the ominous bottle update. So unfortunately, the raid farm has broken as of 1.21. Big rip. It's unfortunate. if I'm not mistaken, I thought that there was a fix for like a new raid farm or something, but I gotta do some research about that. But yes, it is broken. However, I AFK'd it for like 20,000 levels as well as like 100 million emeralds before I update it. Guys, just for reference about how crazy my cat is, for those of you who have been here since I showed Murph like 10 minutes ago, she is still playing with a fishing rod that I propped up. Non-stop. She's still playing with it. I'm not even like moving it that much. You need to head out? No worries, Demon Cat. Take care, man. Have a great rest of your day. What do I think about mountain biking? Man, I love it. I love it, but I've not gone in a little while. I gotta go more often. It's just so hot in Texas. It's like a great winter sport. It's too hot in Texas. It's like 100 degrees almost every single day. I'd absolutely die. There's this place called Spider Mountain that I go to, or used to. It was so fun. They have like a chairlift for your bike and stuff. I love it. How do your bubbles not go down? That is because of the conduits. We have 5 conduits set up around this area. So we are chilling. We're chilling with that as well as full beacon effects. Dude, she's going crazy. Oh my gosh. Yo, what's up, Roby? Welcome. And Barn, hello. Colas, you use channel points. How are you doing? Welcome. What was... Dude, there was a message I just read, but I missed it. Do I have any siblings? I do. I have a sister. Una sister. Conduits are actually so nice. If they were to add some sort of other beacon / conduit item to the game, what would it be and what would it do? I've always thought they should change the beacons so that different types of beacon blocks give you boosted effects. So for example, I'm just saying this because I'm biased towards the netherite beacon. A netherite beacon should give you effects for like 3 times the radius or something. Like, or you use more layers to get more distance. So we have 4 layers. This gives you 50 block radius. Imagine like 10 layers gives you 200 block radius. It would be so nice. That would be a fantastic addition to the game. Yo, Alina, thank you for the 5. As a longtime viewer, I'm happy you didn't go to college. And you'll always be there. It'll always be there later if you change your mind. Nah, I get that. I get that. I know, it's definitely like a different route. But I think I believe that I made the right choice not doing college. And it's kind of... It's absurd how it happened. It happened by mistake. Like, literally, a mistake is why the channel is still here, being worked on. I tried to... I actually submitted, like, all the essays and stuff to go to UT Austin. But what happened... I paid the $50 fee to go to UT Austin, and somehow stuff never got submitted, even though they took the money. So it was crazy. So submitted the stuff to go to UT Austin, all the essays and everything, and it just was either approved or denied. Went to actually a couple of colleges, and it did not go through with the one that I wanted to go to. So I was like, all right, well, this is a sign to work on the channel for a gap year. And in that time, the channel grew, and then... Whoa! What the heck? Holy cow. Guys, Winchester Lion with 20 gifties on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and read out everybody who got it. Mosh Landon got it. Ihado, Cassie, Diego, Sonic, Boom, Kemray, Andrea, TTV, Tricef, S79R4, Sam, Jovan, Tara, Zengili, I think, Nabors, Cosmic, P1 Nez, Koyotem, and Anubahab. How many of those names did I say wrong? Wow, dude. Wow. Winchester, dude. That is so generous of you, man. I appreciate that so much, man. That's so generous of you. And congratulations to everybody who got it. I will say, I think it's totally random for how YouTube picks members when it randomly gifts it. There might be something based off of like how much time you've been on stream and it like prioritizes you, but I'm pretty sure it's random. So congratulations to whoever got it. Have I ever been to Arizona? I have, Goofy. I have. My grandparents, they always go out there. Oh my gosh! Landon! Thank you for the 5 gifties as well. What the heck? Will, Proxima, John, Sep, and Biggie Pigeon. Congratulations to you guys who just got it. Mosh! Dude, thank you, man. Appreciate that so much, man. Yeah. So my grandparents, they do live out in Arizona. So we go out there almost like, it's been a couple years now, but it's kind of out in like the Phoenix area. It's very, very hot state, but it's cool out there. I don't know if I'd ever want to live out there though. I do really want to go to the Grand Canyon someday. I think that'd be so just, I don't know, like humbling, just seeing how big it is. What's up, Kid Gamer? Welcome. What do I think about anime? I personally do not watch anime, but if I'm with friends, I will watch it. It's kind of the thing, I won't watch anime by myself, but with friends, I enjoy it, you know? We watched, like, I had a friend who we watched Death Note with, which was fun, but I don't know, I just have never really gotten into it, but I got nothing against it. Oh my gosh, Murph, what's up? Murph. Oh my goodness. She just is wanting so much attention. Oh my goodness. Which country I'm in? I'm in Austin, Texas of the United States of America. I don't know why I said it like that. Lily, I am 20. Just joined. What did you miss? Guys, Elise missed a lot, right? I mean, Elise missed so much. Elise, we did so much today. You missed us mining about 100,000 blocks. That's all. We're currently taking this whole mountain down. Nice to see you here, Elise. No, I'm just being sarcastic. You did not miss a ton. It is a Q&A stream today, so we're kind of just chatting with people. Keeping it more chill. It's not even like particularly a super interesting project. It's just satisfying to mine these blocks and nice to do it while chatting with you guys. Why am I doing this, Ernest? Because I'm building Atlantis over here, and this island is ugly, so we got to get rid of it. And we found that using TNT. Where are you? We found that using TNT is not the strat. It's so much slower. So yeah, hand mining it. It's also just easier to do, you know, with your brain going for a lot longer. Burger King or McDonald's or KFC? Oh my gosh. 2 of the 3 you just said, I do not like. McDonald's, I don't like McDonald's. It's so unhealthy. Burger King, same. And KFC is probably just as unhealthy. Oh my goodness. She wants so much attention. How you doing, Murph? I don't know. KFC is also unhealthy, but I also love fried chicken, so I don't know. Dude, she just wants to keep playing. I don't know what I do, guys. What do I do? Do I just keep playing with Murph? Thoughts on F1? I'm assuming you mean given your name has formula in it, I'm assuming you're talking about the racing and not just F1 in game. You know, I've never been to an F1 race. I think that would be cool to go someday. But one of my favorite movies is what is it? Gran Turismo. Just like a racing movie. So definitely a really good one. I think it would be fun to go. I think I'd enjoy it. How many FPS do we got? We got 130. Given we're recording, given we're streaming, multi-streaming, and we're on 32 render distance, I would say that's pretty good. Keep playing with Murph. So what I do is I prop the fishing rod under my leg so that it's like propped up in the air. And then every once in a while, I'll do this with my hand, which is like making the toy at the end fling around. And then she just goes crazy for like 5 minutes. So I'm playing with the cat. We're multitasking. We're being efficient with playing with the cat. She will keep going at this for like hours. Gran Turismo is such a good movie. It really is, dude. I don't want to spoil it, because if you guys have not seen it, you should watch it. But there are some scenes in that movie that are crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Spoody. Yeah, I'd love to go to an IRL one. Oh, what's up, baby? Why did I start making Minecraft content? Well, it kind of happened that over COVID, I started this world. I played this world a lot over COVID. I didn't even record it at the start. I just played it for fun. And around day 5,000 in the world is when the whole 100 days content was blowing up on YouTube. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? People are showing the story of their world. Like, a big inspiration to start YouTube was Looney. He kind of showed like the whole story of his world for 2,000 days at that point. And I was like, dang. You know what? I should show the story of my world, because I've already played all this time. Might as well just make a video on it. So I did. It was like a 30-minute video. Didn't expect it to do, like, blow up at all. So originally, starting YouTube wasn't even the idea, like, to be able to do it, like, long term. But it just kind of worked out that way. So I made Minecraft content just basically to show off what I had already done. Which, it's so funny how that just happened. What's up, Murph? Guys, she's just in such a playful mood. She got all her naps in, and now look at that. You can see her, right? Yeah, I think you can. See if we can get her to do the wiggle. Have you guys ever seen a cat do the wiggle? You'll know what it is when you see it. She's going crazy. All right. Murph is adorable. Yeah, she's a good girl. All right, let me swap over. Ooh, opinion on Stranger Things release date. I saw that. It's like what? Coming out New Year's? Like they're doing it in like 3 chapters or something. I don't like that format. I just say release the whole season at once or do it weekly. But if it's anything like the last season, they're probably all going to be like 2-hour episodes. So maybe it makes more sense. I don't know. I'll personally probably start watching it around like Christmas break. Just when they're all like already out. So y'all better not spoil it. The final season. And be like, Dwayne Johnson dies. Oh. What is my real name? It is Walker Samuel. Or not Walker Samuel. It is I'm Samuel. My name is Walker. All right. We have probably crossed 100,000 blocks, have we? 99,000. Oh my gosh, we're so close. What is up, Snail? How are you doing? I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I remember you, but it is nice to have you back. I do apologize. I will try to remember for next time. Yo, Alexandria, how are you doing? Thank you for the super. You finally found some time to watch the stream. It's nice to have you here, Samuel. What is up, Murph? She's just so noisy. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's looking up at her tree. Let me put her up here. Go on level 3. Shh. What's up? Okay. Which country would I visit if I had the chance? Man. Okay. Couple of countries on the to-do list. I really want to go to the Netherlands, like check out everything out there. I think that'd be cool. Also, I have a couple friends out there. It should be cool to meet them. It'd be cool to visit the city of Dubai at some point. Go to the world's tallest building, world's deepest pool. Dubai is so sick, man. I think it would be cool to go to, like, Italy, France. I don't know, a lot of Europe. I've never been to Europe. Favorite game other than Minecraft? Ooh, well, lately I have been doing a lot of Clash of Clans. Terraria is definitely up there. The Forest is up there as well. Sons of the Forest. If you guys have not played it, it's a pretty intense survival game. So, like, if that's your thing, if you like the scary games, I would recommend it. It is scary. I will warn you, there will be many jump scares. But it is a fun game, especially with friends. I don't know if I could play that game by myself, to be honest. There are just too many jump scares. Yes, Trox, that's so funny you asked that. You used to live in Dubai. Dang, how was it? If you ever come to France, you'll be my free tourist guide for 3 days. Dang, that's crazy. I would love to go. I want to see the Mona Lisa. I've always said, this is like a funny hypothetical I always give to people. An icebreaker question. It doesn't really make sense if you live in Europe, but for people who live in America, if you were given $1 million to be within 10 feet of the Mona Lisa and take a photo of it in 12 hours, could you do it? You can use the money to get there. 12 hours to get to the Mona Lisa, starting right now. I don't think it's possible, because the hypothetical question behind it is, for me living in Texas, it takes about 9 hours to fly there. So you'd have to book a flight. You'd have to get to, is it in Paris? It's in the Louvre, right? The Mona Lisa. You'd have to book the flight, get there, get through like TSA at the airport, all of that very quickly. Then you end up in France. The problem is the time zone, because right now it's 11:47 a.m. If it takes about 9 hours to get there, plus 6 hours of like time difference, just from time zone shifting, the museum's gonna be closed. So how do you get a photo of the Mona Lisa? That's the question. I don't know. It's a fun hypothetical. What was I gonna check? Forgot what I was gonna check. Okay, it is in the Louvre. That's cool. That would be challenging. I'm wondering if you could, like, bribe a security guard to be like, I'll give you $100,000 if I can get a photo of the Mona Lisa right now. I'm sure there's a security guard working there that, like, could call the higher-ups and make it happen for enough money. And it's like, as long as you end up getting the mill, what is 100,000, right? Yes. So Spoody, the military was another idea we had. My friends and I were like, we were hypothetically going through this scenario. We're like, yeah, I wonder if you could get anybody who has access to like a fighter jet. But then the thing you got to think about is gas mileage, or the range that these jets have. It's not enough of a range to make it across the ocean. So there's a lot to it, which is why it's a fun icebreaker. Total days in hardcore, we are on 15,929. So only 71 away from 16,000, which is going to be fun because we got a world tour planned for that point. Basically, I would be happy if we could get this entire, basically area cleared out. This whole island's gone, terraformed, and probably start the farms or something for this build. That would be awesome. Pickaxe is getting low. Okay, we still got a little bit. 121 durability. I do not want to break this pickaxe, so I'm going to be watching that. Gotta almost be there. Come on. There it is. Okay. Dude, we've gone through so many pickaxes. How many? We've gone through 8. 8 full netherite pickaxes today. It's ridiculous, man. But I love just hand mining. This is going to make such a satisfying time lapse. I've never mined out a large area underwater like this before. So it's also pretty new, the concept. Dude, Harry, that's crazy. He said he's on a survival world with cheats, gave himself resistance 255 and teleported 100,000 blocks up and you're still falling. Bro, that's gonna take like 25 minutes or something. You know, is it true that you just cannot take damage with resistance 255? Or is it like you have to take enough damage and you'll finally take one? What would happen if you launched... There's like this arrow that will instantly kill you. You basically launch it using TNT. What if you launch that arrow at yourself with resistance 255? Would you take damage? Because basically the arrow instantly kills you by doing like 10,000 hearts of damage in a second. I wonder if you would take damage. Somebody should test that. Yes, how far are we? We are, I don't know, would you guys say we're halfway given that whole section's cleared? Maybe, I don't know, it's questionable if we're halfway. I'll probably finish the rest of this in between streams. I don't know. I don't know if we'll do 2 streams of clearing this. Or maybe we'll do like a Twitch only stream. I don't know. I want to get this done, you know, as soon as possible. Yo, I was curious. You guys know John Bams? It's another big hardcore guy. He streams, I believe he streams every day. I joined one of his streams the other day, but it didn't say how many days he has in hardcore. I was curious, like, the Twitch side of Minecraft streamers are insane. They have some long hardcore worlds. Does anybody know how long his world is? Like, how long he's had it for? I'm genuinely curious. So dude, I remember John Bams when I started this world. He had like the world's largest wheat farm or something. So I'm curious, like, if it's the same world. Link is over 40,000. Okay. Yeah, I know Link is about to hit 50,000 if I'm not mistaken. Which is insane. That's insane. Even with sleeping, that's insane. That's like 25,000 in-game. Around 15,000 John Bams is at. I would think it's got to be more given he streams every day for like 4 or 5 hours. He's been doing that for years. I think he's got to be more. Killer, my goal is to go to 100,000 days. Imagine what 6 figures would look like on the day count. I still remember the time we hit 10,000 days. That was a moment. Yes, Lily, I did see the Minecraft movie. What'd you end up thinking of it? Don't do Twitch only? Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. It's so much easier to stream on Twitch. I know it's like, I'm the one saying it's hard to stream. I mean, like, you gotta make like a thumbnail and stuff for YouTube. It's Twitch, you just start up right away. So it's like, it's easy to just do whatever. What is happening, Ocelot? Welcome, dude. We are doing like Q&A stream today, so we're just mining out this whole island, just kind of chilling for a few hours. We've already been going for 2.5. Jeez, what the heck? Yeah, we're just doing like a Q&A stream, basically clearing this island away. I gotta mine this whole thing down to ocean level just so it looks good. So we, I believe, have already done over 100,000. Yeah, over 100,000 blocks. Kind of crazy. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just doing Q&A. So if you have like questions or anything you've ever wanted to ask, send it a few times and I'll make sure to go over it. I'm the most crazy person you know. That's a compliment, right? I hope so. Can't even survive 25 days in hardcore and you get 15,000. So that's the thing, dude, is it gets easier with time. Like, I would say the first 1,000 days is the first 100 days is the hardest, because you don't have armor and all that. As soon as you beat the game, you build a mob switch, you get good armor, you know, you prioritize beacons, that sort of thing. It gets a lot easier to survive. And then also, the longer you go, the safer you play. So it's like, that is a big part of it. It's all about playing safe. Like, seriously, if you just baby-proof everything pretty much, you won't die. Favorite song. Ooh. I don't know if I have a single favorite song, I'm not gonna lie. If you guys do have a favorite song, what is it? Holy cow, that whole thing is down to the same flat level. Let's take this whole thing down. I want to do a 5-wide trench all the way down to sea level. Almost 50. Oh, okay. You're talking to somebody else, Booty. Put up a close-up pic of Murph as the thumbnail and you'll get 10 million viewers. I should try that someday. Where did that... Okay, here it is. I should try that. It seems like a good strategy. Favorite song is Nobody by Zach Mercy. Interesting. I don't know if I know it, honestly. Our stats restarted. They did get restarted. I'm pretty sure they've got they restarted twice. The first one was from when my I ran out of storage one day when I was just playing the game. And what happened was it crashed Minecraft, and I believe when it does that and it doesn't save and you're out of storage, it just deletes everything. So it deletes your statistics, it deletes your storage. It's just unfortunate. And then the second one was when I started Blazing Caves, because there are a bunch of stat-related achievements that I got instantly, and I was like, you know what, it would be more fun to get these for the video, so I just got rid of stats so that I didn't get them all instantly. Bass Addict is your favorite? Interesting. I'll have to give it a listen. Do I read the chats? I do, Jonan, I think. Welcome, dude. Do I want to join Hermitcraft? I think if I got invited, I would most definitely join it. I don't know if I ever will get invited, but, you know, if I did, that would be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet. It would be so fun. It would be crazy, because I used to watch all the Hermits for YouTube. I watched, like, Hermitcraft Season 5 and 6. So that would be a weird feeling, like, talking to all those people, building on there. Universe by Coldplay. Interesting. What about Lifesteal? I feel like Lifesteal is more realistic, given I know a lot of the people on Lifesteal, but I would have to up my PvP game, man. I would die so fast. It'd be fun, though. I think I would probably click with Jaren on there, because we both have, like, similar type content, and just are absurd with like builds and stuff. That would be fun to join Lifesteal. That would be cool. All right, we almost got the first row of our trench cleared. Let's go. You know what? We're gonna make it 5 wide, so we'll take this out. I think it's just gonna look satisfying for the time lapse to clear this whole thing down to ocean level. Also, it's a little easier to stay organized that way. Do a oh, please do global. You know what? We could potentially do that in the Wordle at the end of the day. Global. I don't like global. I prefer GeoGuessr over global. Global is kind of dumb, because you'll sometimes get these countries that you've never heard of. Like, I got some ridiculous one that was like some Caribbean island that is like microscopic the other day. And it's like, how am I supposed to know this? I've never heard the name of it before. So I don't know. Okay, there we go. We got 3 wide set up. Let's take this down another level. It did 0 damage. Dang, falling. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Harry, with resistance 255. You're definitely good enough for Hermitcraft. Oh, I know with the bases. With the bases? Oh, dude, I'd have some sick Hermitcraft bases. Like, my only worry with Hermitcraft would be not posting often enough. But if they allow, like, streaming as your main form of content, then, dude, there's no reason why it couldn't work out. You and Mog Swamp should do a collab. Yes, he is currently pretty busy though. I believe he's moving, and for anybody who's ever moved before, you know how much work that is. So I'm not gonna try to stress him out with like, yo, we gotta record another video or something, but down the road for sure, I could totally see it. I don't know what we would do, but we've done 2 collab videos now, and it's always so much fun. How did you stay motivated with YouTube in the early days? Well, Blanket Fella, I think it's important to know your reason. I think there's something to be said about doing YouTube long term. You gotta have a good reason. Or even starting out, you gotta have a good reason for why you're doing it. For me, I started this world before doing YouTube. And I would just call friends, play with them, that sort of thing. And just hanging out, doing it for the fun, doing it for like creativity was my reason for starting. So when I started doing YouTube, it really wasn't that difficult to stay motivated with it. I think you got to have a good reason. Now, if your goal is to get into YouTube, it's not like there's something wrong with starting a world for that. I think you just should have like a good plan for your world. And the more you play your world, the more you're consistent with it, the easier it is to stick to projects I've found, to stick to YouTube, that sort of thing. So I would say just have a plan and be consistent with it. And also just documenting everything is really good. Like documenting your progress, like what you did each day it's very satisfying because you get like a month in and then you can visually see everything you've done a lot easier than if you didn't document it. So that would be my advice. Soft or crunchy cookies? Ooh, I don't know. Like, it's like, probably, dude, can I say right in the middle? Right in the middle is it. Soft is way better, Kai says. Ooh, you're making me crave chocolate chip cookies. Why are you doing this? No! You should collab with RecRap because you guys are my favorite YouTubers. Oh, Anson, I appreciate that. That's nice of you to say. A RecRap collab would go hard. That would be fun. That would be cool. I don't know what we would do. He's always offered to like teach me speedrunning, which I am getting into speedrunning. That'd be fun. But like some sort of like challenge type thing would be so cool for a video. Okay. Let's go over here. So we just got it moved down a few more layers. I think 1 or 2 more rounds after this and we're set. Yo, Kai, you're right. What do you think about the Piglin drop nerf? Do you mean with pearls? I think overall it's a good thing. I do find it annoying because I personally like to speedrun 121 Minecraft. Just because it's like the most practical for videos and recording and stuff. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. It's a little annoying. They were extremely OP in 1.16, so it's a good thing overall. What is all this for? LC, we are mining this entire island because as you can see, we're going to be building a huge build right here. I almost said the word. And this island is just heck ugly. So there actually used to be another island right here, but as you can see, I terraformed it, got rid of the whole thing, covered it in sand, put seagrass and kelp back, and it looks a lot better. So that's what we're going to be doing here. I am just mining this whole thing away. Yo, we just hit 1,000 likes on YouTube. That is crazy. W to everybody who helped us reach the goal. I said the words opposite. GG's, W's. Yeah, a Chief collab would be fun. That would be cool. Somebody I've been talking about doing a collab with is Miles. If you guys know Miles, it's a Minecrafter. It's got some cool stuff. We've been talking about doing a collab. I don't want to say what it is, but we've got a fun idea in store. When did I start playing Minecraft? It was about 13 years ago, in the 1st grade. I had a friend, his name was Frank, and he just told me about it one day on the school bus. So as I got home, I got it on Pocket Edition. I've been obsessed with it ever since. It's been fun. What's your favorite question you've ever been asked? Oh no, blanket fella. Dang. It's gotta be a serious question. Do you like jazz? It has to be that one. It has to be. It's just a classic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that originated like 3 or 4 years ago. And almost every stream since then we've been asked it. I think it's time to stand. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I've been sitting the entire time. Oh my gosh, time to stretch the legs. Yes, sir. All right. Yes, we're gonna go. Let's see. It's 12 o'clock. I have to head out at 1 for the wedding. So I hope that we can get. My goal, I think, for today will be to get this whole chunk set up or mined out. I think we can probably do that or get very close. I'll finish it up afterwards. Use TNT on the island's core. Andrew, that is a good idea, and I thought about that. The thing is, that is mentally draining. It takes a lot of mental energy to drill the holes, figure out where to place the TNT. Then if it explodes too low, I gotta terraform it. As opposed to I just do this, which is I can watch a movie while doing this. I can talk with you guys. I think this is more efficient overall because I'll be able to go longer every day with it. So that's the reason why I'm mining it. Also, it's just fun to get the mining stats up. Some absurd number. What is the meaning of life? I don't know. Come back to me in 100 years and I'll tell you. Does anyone know what that's a reference to? I'd be surprised. It's like, is it 100 years or it's like 1,000 years or something, or 2,000 years? I don't know. It's something like that. Can I do a quick stream where I play Bed Wars? Dude, I would like to do some Hypixel streams at some point. That'd be pretty good. I played a little bit of Hypixel yesterday with some friends, but we got destroyed on Bed Wars. Pickaxe is getting low. You're right. Dude, okay, there it is. I was waiting for it to disappear. Y'all were freaking out. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. It's a lot of pickaxes. Yeah, we've gone through 9 today. So what is that? What do you get? How many blocks can you mine with a Unbreaking 3 netherite pick? Isn't it? It's 6,000, right? Or is it 8? I don't know if it's 6 or 8,000. What is it? I think it's 8. So if it is 8,000, we've mined 72,000 blocks today. That's pretty good. Let me just look up the exact number. How many blocks can you mine with... Oh my gosh, I can't spell right now. Mine with a netherite pickaxe with Unbreaking 3. 8,128 blocks. Okay. So rounding down to 8,000, we have mined 72,000 blocks today. That's pretty good. I would say that's pretty good. If I could do 100,000 a day, I would find that to be effective. Messi or Ronaldo? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge soccer or football watcher. So I really have no, like, opinion. But if I had to say, I'd probably go with Ronaldo. How tall am I? I am 7'4". I'm just kidding. I'm 6 foot. Yo, shout out to Brayden. How you doing? How are you doing, Gator? Welcome. Your message was delayed. Was the reference to Hitchhiker's Guide? No, it wasn't. It was, I forget what the video was. There was some video I saw. It was like an essay video on some old book that came out in like 1900s. It was like 1920 or something old. I don't know what the reference was. If I saw the name, I would be able to remember it. There's no way you're 6 foot. I'm 6 foot exactly. You know what's interesting? If you lay down, you're actually like an inch taller. Just because of how weight works. So, you know, on a good day, maybe 6'1". Which is really like 6'3". But like 6'3", you might at that point, you might as well just round up to 6'6". And, you know, basically, I don't like even numbers, so we're going to say 7 foot pretty much. So, yeah, I'm 7 foot. Go out and touch grass. I got you, Boost. After this, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do something unheard of for a Minecraft YouTuber. I'm going to be social after this. Go talk to people. I've got a wedding in a little bit, so yeah, first one in a while. We'll see how that goes. Can you imagine you upload a Clash of Clans video on your new commentary channel? That would be sick. That would be crazy. I'm still not sure if I want to keep it to Minecraft only or if I want to do other things. For anybody curious, we just started a new channel called Wunba. It's like a commentary channel. I gotta find stuff to put on there. You know what'd be cool is the reaction to the world record speedrun that got destroyed. That was so sad. That'd be like a cool type of video to put on there. I don't know. Guys, we are on the final row. Let's go. I cannot wait. What's your actual height? I'm actually 6 foot. Favorite sport? It's gonna be... I have really been enjoying climbing lately. I think it's gotta be climbing. Yes, go sub to the new channel. We just hit 1,000 subs, so you can be before 10K or something. I'm gonna try to grow that channel to 100,000 subs. I think that'll be really fun. Is that a sport, climbing? I would say it is. I've never been like a big team sports guy. I did do cross country. That's the extent of the team sports I've done, which is arguably not even a team sport. So, somebody already asked that earlier, so that's why I wasn't answering it. B4, but do I like F1? If so, who's my favorite driver? I do like F1, but I'm not into it enough to know any of the drivers. So, I don't know. I've never been to like a race, but it would be cool to go someday. It's fun to watch, though, I gotta say. All right. The canal is almost done. We've almost created the entire Panama Canal right here. That's what we're gonna call it. I can't wait. What is the second channel called? I'm gonna throw out the link so that y'all can check it out. Boom. It is called Wunba. We're at 1.2K subs. Here is the link. Wunba, but with an I. I'll go on YouTube and post it as well. There you go. Wunba. I'm not entirely set on the name, so if y'all got better ideas, we can change it. We're still early enough in the channel that we could call it like Wunba 2 or I think Wunba 2 with like T-O-O would be kind of funny. It's like a play on words. What do you guys think? I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Gator? All right, we are almost done with the canal. Wumbo. Wumbo is actually... Wait, Wumbo is kind of good. Wumbo. Wumbo. I kind of like Wumbo. It's also just a single letter. Instead of Wumba... maybe we do Wumbo. I kind of like it. All right, guys. There we go. Look at that. We got our canal. Now we just take this whole layer. Let's get this ravine done. This will be cool if we get this whole ravine like sliced off. That'd be neat. We need to do different mining tactics to stay interested. It's the best strategy about this. What are we making our muddy? So we are working on building Atlantis here. On my map mod, you can see we have a huge circle outline. But over here, there's this ugly island. So at the moment, we're just trying to get rid of it. And that just means hand mining it. Because we tried TNT for the other island, and it took forever. It is literally quicker to just hand mine 300,000 blocks than it is to explode it with TNT. So that's what we're doing. We're just clearing all this away, chatting, you know, Q&A stream. English channel? Yes, it is an English channel. What was first? Wumba or the island? Ooh, I like your thinking. You good. I don't know. How many days right now, Astro? We have 15,930 days. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of hours in this world. I just take it day by day. I've had this world for like almost 5 years at this point. So in September, which is, dude, that's like 3 months away. It's going to be 5 years old. I need to actually check the exact date of how old it is. It's like September 20th or 30th or something. It's around there. I'll have to figure that out. How many picks? Ocelot. We have a whole ton, but we've gone through 9.5 so far today. So we're working on 10 at the moment. I think, and I still have a whole nother shulker up here. I'll show you. I literally, earlier today, crafted an entire shulker of netherite pickaxes. So I'm pretty sure we got enough to finish this up. That's not going to be our problem. Our problem is just putting in the time. Oh, tuba is kind of funny as well. That's interesting. Bro is actually grinding. Yes, sir. We're working through all these pickaxes. You know, the grind never stops. We got to, there's no quick way to do this. We just got to put in the hours. And that is what we will do. And I'm excited to put in the hours because we only got 70 days left until we reach 16,000. And we were talking about doing a world tour at that point, which I think it's long overdue. The last world tour I did was two years ago, I think at this point. It's been 2 years since the last world tour. Like, I think it was 10,000 days. I'm going to do one for 16,000 days. It's a bit random of a number. But I don't know. I think it's deserved. And then maybe we'll do another at 20,000. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yo, that's funny, Harry. I saw that. It's cool. Wumba Mud Flaps would be a good collab. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty sick. We definitely both got the same style with like our challenges and stuff. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I was thinking about doing all tropical fish at some point. Similar to what Mud Flaps did. But I'm going to try to speedrun it. So like all tropical fish I think is possible in under 2 weeks. It's going to be my goal. How many channels am I subbed to, Ocelot? On my main, I think like fewer than 10. I typically only subscribe to channels that I watch like often. Favorite quote of all time. Dude, it's like with quotes, I know I should have some good ones, but the thing is, it's like a joke. I can't think up a good joke on the spot, but it'll come to me if I, you know, think up one, if I have enough time. You literally watched that Mudflaps video yesterday? Yeah, he was the first, no, he was the second guy to get all tropical fish. There was one guy before him, but he made it into like a understandable video. It's complex getting all tropical fish. You'd be surprised. There is a lot to it, and there's some like bugs involved so that they're actually more than 3,000 tropical fish. But it's gonna be cool to collect them. I'm still trying to figure out how we store them, because if we place them inside of like an aquarium, it's gonna make the game extremely laggy. So I'm thinking maybe inside of chests, but that doesn't look as cool. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it all out, you know. Yo, hello, Diavolo. How you doing, man? Where do I see myself in 5 years? I hope I'm still doing YouTube. I think 5 years is a little soon to have a family. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. That's a good question. You know what I need to do is figure out goals for the next 5 years, and then kind of extrapolate from there. Dude, that's a interesting question. Oh, interesting. Mudflaps is practicing speedrunning a full netherite beacon. I heard about that. He's trying to do like, I thought he's trying to get a netherite beacon in 50 hours, like no sleep or something. What are we going to do after digging this? So, Patil, at that point, we will be pretty much ready to start building Atlantis. So, I'm hoping that by that point, Taco Squad and I were designing Atlantis on a creative world. I'm hoping by that point... Jeez, I can't speak. I need water real quick. I would love to have the whole thing designed so that we can go and start collecting items. If it's not designed, we'll probably kind of figure out a couple of the items we need to collect and then start building farms for those. Anyways, there's a lot to do with it. Okay. So, this is a little interesting, this ground here. I think what we're going to do is maybe ignore that for now. We're going to try to terraform all that later. So let's just get this whole island down to the same level. So I think we just have this last little bit right here. No, we have one more level. Pancake Guy, how long will stream be? It has been going for 2 hours and 52 minutes. We're probably going to go for about 3. I do have to head out soon for the wedding, so it'll be a little bit till we head out, but I want to get as much of this mountain cleared as possible. Do we have a Discord? Yes, we do have a Discord. I believe it should be linked in the description. Diavolo, am I into calisthenics? Have I done a muscle up? I have done a muscle up, and as for calisthenics, I'm not really into it, but I do climb, which is kind of some of the same stuff. Definitely build some of the same muscles, but no, I'm not specifically into it. That's awesome though that you did one. It's challenging. Good stuff. Okay. So all of this, we're going to kind of terraform this. I'm going to just take this over towards the mountain here. And we're going to be covering all of this in sand later. So I think we can ignore it for the most part. And yeah, just work on flattening everything. Pickaxe is getting low. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Now that it's down to 2 bars, I will keep an eye on it. We still got 350 durability, so we'll be fine for a few more stacks. But I will keep an eye on that. I appreciate that. That's insane. We've gone through another 8,000 blocks already. Favorite project in the hardcore world? Dude. There's so many. Like, I was thinking, I keep forgetting about the nuke. The nuke was such a fun project to work on because of the Rube Goldberg machine. The black hole was so fun to work on. This is the problem with having a world for so long, is that you start to have so many projects that it's like, it just makes the crazy projects feel less crazy when there's just so many of them. So it's like the black hole was so fun. Avatar was fun to build. Parkour Spiral was fun to build. The nuke. This has been really fun. Blazing Caves has been a blast. I don't know. There've been so many cool ones. The nuke has got to be up there for one of my favorites. I love that the Rube Goldberg machine went from real life into Minecraft. That was fun. Dude, my eye is itchy, I think, from the cat. Oh my goodness. Yo, what's up, Matt? Welcome back, man. Do I golf, Lincoln fella? I do not golf, but I used to go to camp for it, like summer camp. So I know a thing or two about golf, but I'm not like super good at it or anything. All right. Watching this pickaxe 1 second. We are at under 100 durability probably about now. As soon as it takes down to 0 bars, we're going to swap out. That is pick number 10 done today. So satisfying insta mining stuff. I honestly forget that I'm underwater right now. Like, until I start sprinting. Okay. It's gotta be so close to breaking. Come on. Any second. I will not break this pickaxe. There it is. Pickaxe number 10. We've gone through 10. Next project after this. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, this is going to take me a long time to finish. Couple months at least. After this, I was thinking, it's not confirmed, but it would be kind of sick to break the diamond world record again. I have like 45,000 diamonds on the world right now. It would be kind of cool to get like 250,000. Pistons, thank you for the 7, dude. I appreciate that. It really does help run the channel, so I appreciate that, man. Where is the mining 10 million blocks live? I don't know. Maybe that's the next one. Dude, how long would that take? We've been streaming for 3 hours and we've done, we'll say we do 100,000 blocks every 3 hours. It would take 300 hours. It would take 2 weeks to mine 10 million blocks. Yeah, that would be insane. One project I've always wanted to recreate. Let me show you guys. Hermitcraft Season 5. What is it? Shopping District? I think this is it. Let's see. Is this the shopping district? It's the one that's inside. Oh, dude, it is. But where did they build the tree? Like, it's this ginormous underground cave that they all hand mined. You can kind of see there's this tree supporting it in the middle, and they put like all these shops and stuff around it. To this day, that is still my favorite shopping district they've ever done. And I've always wanted to do like a big underground tree like that, especially with the new Caves and Cliffs update since then. For the diamonds, you could just extend the quarry. So, David, that's what I'm trying to think about. I did the math on like, I was just like, okay, what would it take to get 1 million diamonds? Which is impossible. It would take like 2,000 hours. You would need a huge quarry that is basically like 2,000 blocks wide by 5,000 or 6,000 long to get 1 million diamonds. And I was just thinking, like, what's realistic? Does it make sense to do a tunnel bore and run that for a while? Like, what is the best way to get a ton of diamonds? I feel like a quarry, the problem with the quarry is you're exploding these diamonds and you're not getting the fortune effect, which means you're covering more land and it's just wasting the diamonds, as opposed to if you hand mined them. So I don't know, honestly. All right. We are getting through this. I don't know if we finish this big chunk today. It's questionable. Real name? It is Walker. Am I planning on reaching a certain XP goal? I don't know, Matt. At one point, it was 20,000 levels. Since then, I've spent 2,600 levels on just tools and stuff. Getting XP back, it just takes so long. It's like, I don't like it because you have to waste days doing it. So I'm not sure. Like, 50k could be cool, but then the problem is if you ever spend levels, spending like 2 levels when you're level 50,000 is wasting like 3 hours of AFK time. It's literally that absurd. So I just don't think it's worth it, honestly. Hey, Dizzy, hello. Did we get raided? Because there are a lot of new people. Hello, Pelly. Hello, Happy Frog. We got Noah Gain. Yeah, welcome, guys. How you doing? Shout out to Verma. Welcome. Record on parkour spiral. You're wondering what I got. I believe my fastest time is a 518 seconds. So that is, what was that? 9 minutes would be 540 seconds. So I think I got an 8:38, if I'm not mistaken. That's my fastest ever time. Dude, I used to train that map so much. I trained it like crazy. I could do all the like slime block glitches and stuff. My goal was to one day get sub 500, which I think is possible. Current diamond record is Bulky Star. What does Bulky Star got? Does he have more than 45,000 diamonds? That's what I got. We could even pause right now and calculate our diamonds if we wanted to on the world. But that would mean not finishing this chunk. I know Bulky Star. I know who Bulky Star is. We're actually good friends. But I'm curious what his record is at. Have I ever played Among Us? What is that? I'm just kidding. Of course I played Among Us. Yes, of course. Favorite meal? I gotta say it's the Korean beef bowls. They're so delicious. Bro, I don't think there's any chance we make it through this whole chunk today. But we could definitely finish this whole thing in like 1 or 2 more days. I'll probably be working on it in between streams. We'll see how it goes. Why am I mining 300,000? Because this island just is so ugly. We tried it with TNT and it was slow using TNT. So hand mining it we found is the quickest method to this. And it's also just brainless. So it's kind of fun just doing Q&A, chatting with y'all. I wanted to check. Okay. Have I ever played GTA? I have not played GTA. I was thinking I'll probably play 6 when it comes out. I was not allowed to play it when I was younger, though, so that's the thing. Dude, you're making me curious. I kind of want to calculate how many diamonds we have on the world. I think I could do that pretty quickly. Should I do that? We pause on this for today. So we've been streaming for 3 hours. I gotta go in 27 minutes. I think let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna pause. I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna calculate how many diamonds we got on Aikenwood. I've always said it's 45,000. It might be a little less than that. It might be more. I really have no idea. What we're gonna do, because I don't want to mine my ores. We're gonna just calculate the average that you get per ore, which I believe is 2.2 if you use Fortune 3. So we'll do all that math to add it up. Let me just find an empty shulker. Okay, this works. Put all that away. Cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna find how many diamonds. Put your predictions in right now. How many diamonds do you think we have on this world? All right. Yes, gotcha. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Need to go this way, I think. Yes. Okay. 45,000, 10,000. I'm seeing 45,000, 45K. Would you say you have a Texan accent? You know? Probably a little bit. Okay. Bahulo says 43,678. Blanket Fella says 78,000. I don't think it's 78,000. I'm just going to be honest. I think it might even be below 40,000. I'm not sure. We'll see. I know there's no chance it's over 50K. Also, okay. It's going to be a lot less because I did just spend 8,500 diamonds on armor trims. I had to craft a stack of every single armor trim. So what I'm going to do, because I forgot about that, I'm going to just add that to the count right now. There's 17 armor trims. 17 times 64 times 7 diamonds per armor trim. I spent 7,616 diamonds on armor trims. So that's what our count is starting at. Now, let's go over here to our diamond chest. Inside of our diamond chest, we have... This is going to be 10 stacks plus 58. So, 640 plus 58. Now, uh-oh. What the heck? Why does it keep resetting? Okay, 7, 6, 16 plus 6. Here, wait. It's on, like, this scientific mode. Let me change it to be easier. All right, basic. Okay, so we got 7, 6, 16 plus 640 plus 58. All right, now in the back of this, we have 41 diamonds that are used as item filters. So I'm going to add 41. Okay, cool. Now let's check. Let's go ahead and check over here and see what we got. We don't have any diamonds in here. Okay, what about in any of these? We have 1 diamond. Okay, we're going to add 1 diamond. Okay, plus 1. We don't have to get that specific. Then over here, we have our diamond blocks, which I need to see how many diamond blocks we have. Because it's going to be less than 41, which is why they're not going through. So it's the 4th one in on the back. Okay, so we got 8 diamond blocks plus the 9th that was placed. So that's going to be plus 72 diamonds. Okay. We're at 8,428 diamonds so far. Now, this is where it's going to get fun. This is where we start to get the big numbers. So over here, we have ores. In this ores chest, this is where it gets crazy. So, we have 15 stacks in 40. So, it's going to be... I'm going to just do this on here so you guys can see it. Let me pull up a calculator. So, calculator. We already have 8,428 plus 15 times 64 plus... Oh, shoot. Okay, you know what? We got to do this differently. 15 times 64 times 2.2, because 2.2 is what you get per diamond. Oh, wait. No. I'm doing this wrong. There we go. Equal that. Add 40. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait. We need it 41 because of the ore that's placed right here. And then we also need to check the back real quick. We don't have to get super specific, but okay, we got 41 ores there. So plus 42 ores. There we go. Equals 1,042. Now multiply this by what you would get from fortune, which is 2.2 to 2.3. We'll say 2.2 to be safe. That gives us plus 2,290. We'll say 93 diamonds because we're rounding down on the fortune. Okay. We are now at over 10,000 diamonds. Let's do the same for deep slate ores. And this is where it gets insane, guys. Because we have shulkers of deep slate ores. This is absurd. We almost have 4 entire shulker boxes. We do with what's in the back. So, okay. 1,728. Let's restart here. 1,728 times 3. That's for the shulkers. Then we have 26 stacks plus 26 times 64 plus 60 plus 41. I think that should be right. Okay. There we go. So 6,949 deep slate diamond ores. Now, multiply that by 2.2. And we have 15,287 diamonds to add. Plus 15,287. We'll say 88, rounding up. Okay, there we go. We're at 26,009 diamonds. Now, this is where it gets really insane. We're going to go to spawn where we have our diamond beacon, which is like 11 layers tall. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of diamonds. It's going to be a lot. And then we also have the diamonds on top of parkour spiral. We got to think about that. That's like another stack of diamond blocks up there. In all of these, for those of you wondering, were gathered legitimately, just through like farms and stuff. A lot of work. Okay. So before we add the diamond beacon, let's see what we got up top. Oh, that's a lot of diamonds. Oh my gosh. What the? Is this solid? It's solid. How do I calculate this? Wait, how do I do this? What if I grab a schematic and it'll tell me how many blocks are inside of it so that I don't have to mine them and place them again? Oh my gosh. This is so many blocks. What the heck? All right. We'll call this diamonds. Set, save schematic, save schematic. Okay. Up, diamonds, material list, 179 blocks of diamonds. So, plus 179 times 9 equals, we're at 27,620 diamonds. Just counting what we have from Parkour Spiral. What are we doing? Mystic, we are calculating how rich I am in Minecraft. Through how many diamonds I have. We have 27,620. We're not even going to count those ores. Like, I don't think it's worth getting that specific. But okay, over here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Then we got 12, 36 plus 19, 46, 57 diamond blocks. Then we have 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72. All right. Plus 72 times 9 equals 28,268 diamonds. And now, guys, it's time to calculate the beacon. Oh my gosh. Let me kill this one phantom real fast. We might have over 40,000 diamonds, honestly. All right. How the heck do we do this? All right, let's do it layer by layer. So we got 9 on the first layer. 9 blocks. Then we got 25. Plus 25 on the second layer. Plus 49 on the third layer. Plus 81 on the next layer. 81. Oh, wait. Getting a schematic is smart. We could just do it that way. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Oh my gosh. That doesn't even go to show all the diamond armor we have and all that stuff, but that's okay. All right, area editor, diamonds 2, set, save schematic. Diamonds 2, 1,770 diamonds. Diamond blocks, sorry. So, plus 1,770 times 9 equals a grand total in my world of 44,198 diamonds. That's a lot of diamonds. That's not even from farms. That is just from collecting it in 15,000 days. And that's not even mentioning all the diamonds we've spent in fireworks. I've probably spent like 2,000 or 3,000 diamonds in fireworks over the years. And not counting the ores we have up there. You thought it would be 44K? For whoever actually guessed close to that, congratulations. That was an insane guess. Yeah. So we have 44,000 diamonds in the world. It's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's insane. 45,000 was actually a really good guess on my part as well. That was just an estimate. So like another 200,000 and then we got a full million. Or a full quarter mil. That's cool. All right. Well, honestly, I think we're going to call it a day. I got to get ready for the wedding. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Today was a different stream. It was like a Q&A style. I want to say if you're on YouTube, you should head over to Twitch. The link is up top because we are going to raid somebody. And I'm going to make sure it doesn't go the way it did last time. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. This has been so fun. I will see you all. I will see you all next time. Take care. Have a great rest of your day. Go do something fun. Peace. All right. And